Guys, if you're watching in the future on YouTube, as usual, there will be a timestamp where you can check down below for the Twitch stream, intro, live notification, dead time, checkpoint, and skip past this. Appreciate you guys being here. Another day of live react. Let's enjoy Gamescom, what is it, days 1 and 2 here in a little bit. We're going to get ready. I'm going to let you guys chill and vibe for a bit. See you guys soon. Hey guys, I had to test the sound. What I was saying for the YouTube frogs, we'll be check down below, description of the video for a timestamp where you can skip past the Twitch stream intro and live notification dead time. I'm working on audio. We're getting started for the stream. We're gonna do Gamescom today. I wanna make sure we're good to go audio-wise, so that way when we get started viewing Gamescom, we can get right into it, because we have both yesterday and today to try to get through tonight in the stream. We're gonna skip past some stuff. We're going to mostly focus on stuff that I want to review, and it's more than likely going to be focused around stuff that we might actually play. So we'll do our best, we'll enjoy, and we'll kind of see how things go. We'll get started. Like I said, if you're watching on YouTube, check that timestamp down below to skip past the Twitch stream intro and live notification dead time. Yeah, yeah! We really out here, huh, chat?
Getting hype when I aim up. Elevating that game.
Chat, I have to turn up my audio to try to make sure that you guys can hear me.
Only first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. I was born and when I watched me elevate. All in when I show up. Whole place about to blow up. Superior to that competition. I'm in first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.
calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were before. You best start bracing.
For those of you watching in the future, yo guys, what's going on? Happy Friday Eve. Happy Friday Eve. We're gonna get into some more live react content today. For those of you watching in the future on YouTube, this is going to be another live react video. We are going to try to get to Gamescom 2023 day 1 and day 2 today, if at all possible. My goal is for sure on day 1. So what's going on, Hexit? Yes, it is a gaming showcase currently going on in Cologne. I like this chat. So by the way, it's Cologne, but I like to pronounce Cologne Cologne. So we are going to be, it's in Cologne, Germany, I think, and it's going on all this week. I think we already did our live react for opening night, so all I have right now are days 1 and 2. I was gonna do day 1 yesterday. But yeah, so don't make me suffer. Nah, so Hexit, voice all good. Can you hear me clearly over the music? Actually, can you hear the music under me? But yeah, as long as you guys hear both, we'll do some adjustment. All right, give me 1 second, guys. I want to get things set up for a future sitch. In the meantime, chat, we are pretty much Gucci Mane State versus Radrick Davis right now, so we are going to go ahead and get right into it. So if I just pop onto the live desktop, happy. What is this again? Friday Eve is Thursday, y'all. So almost the weekend. Tomorrow, regardless of what we get done today, tomorrow is Armored Core 6, which I still have to pre-order. Kick W. So, okay. So big thing. It's not going to be in the Series X. That came in today. I had a really busy day with work. I have not had time to get into the Series X. I have, however, started replacing my HDMI cables. I went and got a bunch of 8K cables. I don't know if I'm going to need them in the future, but I figured I would get my cable updating going. Any games getting announced, I do not know that ahead of time. I've stayed blind of the showcases themselves. I still haven't seen like any of day 1. We've pretty much got, this is pretty much the showcase breakdown for day 1. Like I said, we're going to go through this pretty, like the Age of Empires 4 part, don't care. We're not going to be playing Age of Empires 4 on the channel. I grew out of Age of Empires like when I was younger. I'm still a huge strategy game person, but like Age of Empires is not an enjoyable strategy game to me. Yeah, Hexit. Everyone's that's been playing it at Gamescom is basically like, bruh. Like they're literally basically like, bruh. Okay, so I want to do one quick audio test. Hold on a second. Okay, audio test 1 done. We'll get started. This is going to be going on music. I'll be able to adjust kind of here as I need to. Okay, so that's going to adjust to a weird quality. We need to go up to the max quality that they have set. And then while the music's playing, I'm going to talk, blah, 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 blah. And then I will mute my mic so that I can check it. Age of Empires 2D is the best RTS game. Yeah, Age of Empires 2 was good. But that's also the last Age of Empires I played. After that, I was like, nah, I'm good. Okay, chat. I couldn't hear the music at all, and that means we couldn't hear Gamescom. So let me double check this again and make sure that Gamescom is actually audible over me. I know, chat. I need to just get a second monitor. Damn, 2 is still getting updates? Okay, chat. I think I have a solution for this, to be honest with you guys. Hold on a second. Okay, this should be better so that I can actually hear myself think. Let me see if this is a better audio solution right now. Yeah, when I have that max, that's loud, but let's see how my audio is right now. Now that I hopefully have this a little more balanced. Yeah, no, when I first turned it up, it was going to be max because it was still max in YouTube. Let me see if this works out a little better. That should be fine now. I would say take it to the middle of the two, but it's really weird. It might be my phone that's... I need a second monitor, chat. I need a second monitor and a second headset. Fuck. Solutions, chat. Huh. What do I want to do with this? I'm trying to think what I want to do here. All right, are you guys actually able to hear me now? Because you guys... Yeah, see them? Okay. I don't know why the audio keeps... As long as you guys can hear me now, I think we're good. The audio keeps, like, freezing, chat, in YouTube, and I'm not sure why. Hello? Oh, that must have been during the stream. Okay. Glad to see that Gamescom is going smoothly. No. I jest. Okay, now I have to make sure that I have you guys where I can see you. Yeah, I think this will work, chat. I think this will work. Hexit, if you can still not hear me, definitely let me know. But I think where we're at now should be good to go, which also means that we can skip like pretty much a lot of this. What's going on, Frank? Good to see you. Okay, so we're gonna jump ahead to the actual start of day one. I mean, yeah, day one. Nah, Frank, cam reveal was a while ago. Cam reveal was always going to be reserved for live react content. It's to be honest with you, since the first one we did for the Armored Core showcase, this has probably been the most fun that I've had streaming, except for maybe Horizon Forbidden West. I really loved Horizon Forbidden West, but like besides that, like honestly, the live react stuff has been really good. It's been really fun,
Germany, and welcome to the biggest gaming convention
Cologne,
in the
Germany.
world,
Let's
from the
go.
largest Xbox booth
Gamescom
in
2023. Man, I wish I could have
right,
gone, but
Maxie.
like,
More than
bro,
45,000
a trip to
39
Cologne,
titles,
Germany for a week.
150 gaming stations, and 3 massive
For
theaters.
a house, bro. I'm
This
not trying to,
epicenter of
spend
gaming
that Cologne
is our
money.
home for the next 3 days as we catch up with some of
Also,
the
check your
minds
Discord
behind
DM when you
the
get the
most
chance. Give me a second,
anticipated
Frank.
titles.
Luckily, I have it on my
take you on the
phone, so I
floor
can
as
actually
fans
do
from
that
around the
right
world get their
now,
hands
while
on
I
the
also
games,
have my stream
expansions,
up.
and
Also,
updates
guys, like I
coming
said,
to
continue
Xbox
to
and
update me on
PC.
sound if
And
at any
today we will
point
hang out with
anything seems too
Howard
loud, let me
behind
know,
of
because we're going to be
Bethesda
messing
to
with
talk about
this. This is going to be my
Starfield.
control for that
And
sound.
head of Xbox, Phil Spencer,
You know,
back
I'm
the
gonna be good on
curtain
sound
on his Gamescom
regardless,
experience
but I
with
wanna
a
make sure
live
that you guys
interview
can hear me.
right here on the Xbox booth stage.
And Rod Ferguson
Okay.
from Blizzard gives us all the hot
wait, I
takes
gotta
from
go
Diablo
to-
4. And we're
Why is
also
my
celebrating
Discord
a
DM
big
stuff not
birthday
updated?
Friday at
Wait,
Xbox.
Frank, I already
it was
checked it.
announced
I
10
think
years ago
what
at
you're talking
Gamescom.
about I already responded
Plus,
to. I
we've
think.
got gameplay demos from
Unless my
games like
Discord
Age of
did just
Empires
not
4
update when I just looked.
Anniversary Edition, which in case
But
you
yeah,
missed
the
it, just
angry
last night had a
Kafka
massive
one was.
shadow
I
drop
was like,
onto
nah, I gotta get the
console.
angry Kafka. That one
That's
looks
right.
funny.
Yesterday's
I like that
opening
one.
night live was epic. So
Okay.
if you didn't see it live,
Sorry,
don't
chat.
worry. Let us quickly
Let
bring
me-
you up to speed
Also,
on the Xbox
chat, so you're
headlines.
aware, this is a drink
Starfield,
stream.
the
We're
opener.
drinking
What was
like,
going on?
It was unbelievable.
if
we
you're
got to
21
see
and
that
up,
live
if
action
you're in the
demo
United
for the
States,
first time,
obviously
and
if
the
you're in Europe,
reception that it's gotten
whatever
from
your
not only at opening
allowed
night
is,
live, but
feel
also
free to join us,
here
feel
on the
free to
show floor at Gamescom
hang out, grab some
has
brews,
been
relax
incredible.
tonight.
It just looks exceptional.
So
and,
this, what we're
things that
seeing
people
right
are getting
now
to
is a little bit of footage
experience at
from
Starfield Theater, which we'll
the
talk about in
they
a
did
little bit.
live action
Right, it's been amazing. You've seen everyone
Bethesda
coming
did a
out there like
freaking
super
live
excited.
action
And
trailer
as you can see from the trailer, it
for
is just
Gamescom for
stunning.
Starfield,
One of the most
and it was like
anticipated games.
like the
I know,
fidelity of it,
I'm
like the
so
coolness of it.
jealous
It was
of
just
everyone
all
that's
really
already
cool.
been in the Starfield
And
theater.
that
Like,
was
I'm
just
going
like a nice
immediately
little
after
touch.
this. We need to
And
go
when they
and see
released
it.
that, I was like, if they're making
Also,
live action trailers, the
massive
game's done.
announcement, Age
Like,
of
the game's
Empires
done,
4 finally on consoles.
And
I love
that's what
playing Age
everything
2
we've been
on
hearing
controller and
suggests.
things. So
Also,
having
guys, if
fan
I'm
favorite
yelling in
Age
your
of
ears,
Empires
also
4
let me know
now
that. But I want to make
available
sure
is so
overall that
exciting
you
for
guys can hear
Xbox
me.
Series X, S and Xbox One too.
Yeah, but we also got love for the PC fans, right? So it was
PC,
our history untold with the
PC.
first gameplay trailer that we saw back when we announced it in 2022.
Chat, I'm kidding. Hashtag Mac
and
Gaming.
you could see how this game
Hashtag 96
turns out in
gigabytes.
terms of we saw battle scenes.
Nah, but
we
seriously,
saw,
I can't wait for
heroes,
BG3.
the
Chat, BG3
diversity
is going to
of
be my
heroes,
guilty
so you would
pleasure
have a
game
George
unless you guys
Washington
really want me to do
more
a BG3.
a military,
Like,
a
if the
strategy
community
guy,
wants me to
and
do a
then the other
Baldur's Gate
one
3
was from
playthrough,
Greece,
I
who
will
maybe is
literally,
more
like,
into
set that
building
in stone for a
masterpieces and
specific
epic
date.
cities. So it really speaks
I
to
just
the depth
watched
of a strategy
probably
game, and
my
looking forward to
favorite
see
Ryder
it
streamer of all time
later
finish
on
his
this
run.
week.
Just under 150
And like there was so many
hours.
like personal
And,
highlights
like,
for me from
literally,
like
that's probably
opening night
what it
live
would
as
take
well.
me.
Like
I'm
I'm a
kind
big
of
Call
like,
of Duty fan,
ooh, what's
right?
this?
So
And then
you
go
might
stand
you
into
might know,
dungeon.
man. Like we play
So,
every
yeah,
so
that's
often,
what
but
would happen.
seeing Modern Warfare 3
rather
for the
guilty
first
pleasure,
time
but
after
if
we
you guys
already
wanna
knew about
see
the
it, you know,
improvements that they've
I'm
been
here for it.
making to like the movement and the increase of time to kill, and seeing that campaign
TTK.
for the very first time, and like seeing like
TTK.
locations that if you're a Call of Duty
Okay,
fan that you're
chat,
going
let's,
to know and love, like Prison, like
gonna
seeing
skip forward a
Dan
little
from Verdansk, really exciting.
Verdansk, chat, Verdansk.
On Twitch will have a chance to be entered into a raffle for some sweet.
Hold on, wait, I heard
That
raffle
side
chat.
is incredible as well.
I'm kidding, I'm
It
kidding.
looks great, and honestly,
I'm
we've
curious,
got so
but not
much
that
to look
curious.
forward to over the next 3 days, including some giveaways for you guys. Those watching us on Twitch
Remember,
will
for
have a
those of you
chance
here,
to be
remember,
entered into
Armored
a raffle
Core
for
6,
some
we
sweet
start tomorrow.
prizes. Wonder what they are.
Also,
Do
don't
love
let
a
me forget to
giveaway,
pre-order
right?
it,
You just can't
after
go
I'm
wrong.
off
So make
stream
sure to get
tonight.
yourselves involved in that. But next
No,
up,
no, I
we
really
travel
wanna
to
try
a
Armored
world
Core 6.
not so far
Before
away.
Starfield, at
In
least.
fact, it's right next door at the Starfield Theatre, and I got
Yeah,
a
they got a
chance to chat with
theater
Bethesda's
with, like,
very own
300,
Todd Howard about the upcoming release,
individual places
the
where
Outer
people can
World
play Starfield.
experience the
Like,
team
you
has
know,
for
one at a time
audiences
kind of thing.
here at
It's insane.
Gamescom. Thanks, Todd, so much for joining us.
Look
We're
at
here at the
Todd. He
Starfield
looks
Theatre. What
refreshed
are fans
versus
expecting to
night
see?
one. He looked tired.
We're
He
actually
must have
showing
just gotten off the
everybody the
plane
beginning
night
of the
one.
game here. It's
He
kind of
looks- he
edited
looks so
down,
much
but
more
they get to
refreshed.
see how it
Day one.
starts, a little bit of character creation, and then
Okay.
they're off on adventure.
Yeah, brilliant. I've seen some of the reactions of people coming out, and it's like
That's it.
everyone looks
Yeah,
super
Hexit.
excited.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see.
Yes.
Also, how's it back home? How the team holding up with
yeah,
this close
Hexit.
to launch?
It's Todd
This is
Howard.
it's tight time. I mean, the game's pretty much
Todd
done. We're doing a couple
Howard's, less
final
famous
tweaks.
cousin,
There's a
Todd
lot of
Howard
things
is
that
here.
go
Yes.
into a game
Yes.
of this scale
Yes.
actually launching, but
No, seriously, Hexit.
super excited.
They
we
have
love the
like
game. We put so
300
much into it. We
individual.
just hope
They have
everybody
a
out
like
there loves it as well.
Starfield
Yeah, I know
trailer
everyone's super
with
excited.
like
And
300
being here at
individual
Gamescom,
computers
what
for
goes
people
into
to
the preparation
try it out at
for
Gamescom.
yourselves and like the team at Xbox?
Well, you look at this booth. I mean,
Hey, Tangent,
I don't know.
appreciate
You're
you.
asking
Hope
the
you're
wrong
doing well.
person. I
Hope
look
you
at
are
this, and it's
having
just incredible.
an
The
amazing,
scale of
amazing
everything.
week so
I don't think the
far.
camera can capture it. I'm kind of blown
16
away.
times
For us, we put a video together. It gets a little bit
Let's
easier
see
to make
what's
videos
going
when the
on,
game
bro.
is
I
just about
see
to come
you.
out
I
because
hope
things are
Bloodhunt's
done.
still going well, dude. I
So,
hope you've been
honestly,
having a
our part
great
was
day,
easy.
man.
Super exciting to be here
Super
and see
fried.
the
Had a
excitement
pretty
from the
busy
fans.
day, but
it means a lot to us.
appreciate you.
Yeah, and you
keeping that
mentioned
blood
like the
going,
booth
man.
here is
Keeping the music
massive, but
vibes going.
Starfield itself is
Helps
one of
me get
the
through my
largest
day,
game
man.
undertakings that we've ever seen.
That's sick.
What are fans
Wait,
going to
chat,
expect
do
when they get their hands
do they
on the
have
game?
like?
Well,
it
I
looks
think
like they might have
if they
like
played our
Starfield
previous
spacesuit
games
stuff
where you can
don
kind
and
of
take
make the
photos
character
in
you
at.
want and go
Oh,
do what
shit.
you want.
Man, I really
It's
missed
hard
out
to
on a good
express how
Gamescom,
big
huh?
the game feels when you
Oh my
play it.
God.
Like, oh, there's a
Oh,
planet.
shit.
I can
Wait,
really
chat.
land.
Wait,
It's games where you can kind of make the character you want and go do what you want.
Hold up.
It's hard to
Hey.
express how big the game feels when you play.
Hold on, chat. Industrial outpost. Okay. But is that your industrial outpost? Okay, this is let's take a look real quick, chat, because I haven't really dived into anything Starfield. Okay, so right now a route is set and you can clear it. You hold B to exit. You can set a landing you can set okay, so this is A to set landing target. I'm wondering if this is how the landing system is going to work, because they made it very clear you can't free space to ground. You gotta land somewhere, right? So on planets like this, for example, where New Atlantis is, you got New Atlantis, but then you have this mining outpost and industrial outpost. Right now, I'm assuming those are not yours. I'm assuming those are just, they exist on the planet. So the question is going to be, if you create, like, first of all, when you go land on a planet for the first time, how is that going to work? And second of all, does creating outposts create additional landing spots on planets, whether or not they are already colonized? So that's going to be interesting to see. You can go to the mission log from here. I mean, that's pretty much, new age stuff, right? Here's your land button. Show me. Okay, that'll be interesting to see on launch. So chat, okay. Jemison, 13% surveyed. So I'm assuming that this planet is not surveyed and we can go out here and survey. So these might actually be placed by the player here. Oh, dude, I can't wait to get into this game. Rock Planet, 0.91 Gs. Chat, I'm going to go ahead and assume that gravity is going to be based on Earth gravity. 1 G being Earth gravity, and anything below or above being more or less than Earth gravity. Temperate, atmosphere, magnet. We don't know anything about the magnetosphere that we have a literal massive colony on. Okay, bro. Abundant, and the water is safe. Okay, so this is a lot, chat.
Play it. Like, well, there's a planet. I can really
and
land
you can scan
anywhere.
Oh, God.
And
Guys,
it is a game, even I will admit.
Is that
the
Hoser?
kinda, you sit down and
chat,
like, oh, I'll play for a half hour, and then
here
3 hours go by.
Because I think Hoser has missed.
You know, I like to say the more that you give to Starfield, the more you put into it, the more it gets back.
You miss Armored Core 6.
I'm personally super excited to get my hands on it. Also, I'm going to go and experience the experience for myself. Hopefully security let me. But thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I just hope everybody loves the game.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, Hexit 1G is.
Hey there, everybody! I'm so excited to be joining you here at Gamescom
gravity
with the rest of the
measurement, right?
Xbox
Because
team.
you know, as
but while many
humans,
trying
I
to
would
dodge that
assume
security
that
at the
1G
Starfield
would
Theater
still
experience,
refer to
we've actually got our
Earth
very
gravity.
first giveaway. So why don't you guys type
That's a safe bet,
exclamation
right?
mark
I don't
day
think
one
they would
in Twitch
suddenly
chat for a
change
chance to
our,
win a whole month of Xbox Game Pass.
Which also means
joining me right now is
Starfield
Bethesda's
uses
very
the
own Pete
metric
Hines.
system, which means
Talk
my
about
bald
more
eagle
Starfield.
and
Pete,
beer
how you
brain is
doing,
going to
man?
be
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm great. It must feel good to be back at Gamescom as well.
It is.
I took engineering.
Show I've been to a lot of times and over the years, and it's always a great crowd. It's honestly, it's amazing to like bump into fans I recognize and see folks, and honestly to be back in person. You know, it's something we haven't gotten to do a whole lot of.
Let's go. What's going on,
As Todd
Hoser?
was just saying, you can really feel the energy from the fans, how excited they are, how much they're looking forward to it.
It's not a
honestly,
Hoser.
It makes it a lot of fun.
So Hoser,
it's a really special place.
I told all you, I was actually talking to
so many of the fans that are here today and watching from home are just kind of
it's going to be reserved for live react, and I was not kidding.
But these last few days ahead of launch,
what
do they tend to look like for you and for the rest of the team?
Showcase time. And then Armored Core 6 showcase went on for like 2.5 hours.
In some ways, it's probably the most difficult part of a campaign because number one, like you know how close it is. Number two, the amount of work that our teams right now.
I'm going to live react
and shout
to
out to all of
everything I
those
have the
folks
opportunity
who are number one
So I'm
crushing
trying
it,
to
doing an
cover
amazing job
Hoser,
with the trailer at
and for anyone who's
ONL
coming
last
in who
night
missed the early
and
part,
everything that's been a part of this
I'm
campaign.
hopefully
They're
going to
working
be
so
going
hard.
over Gamescom
And you're also
day
just
one
sitting here where you've
and
now
day
given
two,
the game
because
to a bunch
tomorrow
of
we start
people
Armored
to
Core
press, to
6.
influencers, and you don't
So we
really
kinda have
know
to,
what they
which means
think
we'll
or
miss
how they're
3.
feeling, and so it's a little bit helpless, so we try and focus on the things that we can control, and most of all, we're just so excited for next week and to get this into people's hands.
I personally kind of love that confidence of being able to hand it off to press and reviewers and
we might do
influencers
Gamescom 3
fairly early for what most games marketing tends to do. Like to me, that speaks like we love what we've done with this game. It's now time for you guys to really have a go with it.
Yeah, and if I'm being honest, like
if anything
there really
is announced or
there's really not an amount of time that I'm
just
comfortable enough of like. Now you've played enough Starfield to get what this game is, because like I'm at
Hexit,
150, 160 hours on my current playthrough, and like I haven't even come close to do. Like there is so much stuff I have intentionally not done.
But that's the planet that New Atlantis is. Like, and I'm assuming
we try and tell everybody how big this game is, and the folks that are playing it, like. One of the few things they will tell us is, yeah, you weren't kidding how big. Like I can't believe how big it is.
Few habitable and then a bunch
content,
which I'm assuming are
exploration. Like no matter how you want to play, there is so much for you to do in this game.
You mentioned opening night live, and we'll talk about it in a sec. But I just kind of want to know why it was so important to bring the experience of Starfield that you have to this audience right here at Gamescom.
Well, we're not
I mean,
doing the
for
whole thing.
one thing, our games have always
done
done really well in Germany. It's obviously, you know, it's a really well-known PC market, and we obviously came from being a, you know, an indie PC developer and publisher before we were anything else.
True.
But this audience and role-playing games and what they mean in Germany, it's a very popular genre, and you know, across Elder Scrolls and Fallout, Bethesda Game Studios has got a really big following in this territory, and for all the folks who come to Cologne who aren't in Germany. And we just felt like this close to launch to try and do something special for them, you know, to sort of surprise and delight, and to just be here and to, you know, take pictures or have a conversation or whatever.
More of
you know, we want to make sure that they feel as special as they are to us.
It's cool for me to see that you've got that glass cabinet full of all the different Starfield paraphernalia. We got the Series X console wrap, we got the Constellation Edition watch, and that helps me feel at least like we're so tangible. It's like it's right there. I can even like grab it. We're so close to launch.
Plus, it's really good. Like like
if they went
shopping
out
for
more,
birthdays.
you
No,
would
I
have
want
had
that,
at least a
that.
solar system. I'm assuming
Yeah,
you go out one
already.
Yeah,
from
I'm jealous. Trust me.
Love to
a solar
watch.
system map, and then I'm assuming you
we're
go out
really
again
excited
once
both
more,
for like how good
and
the
you're
game
at
is,
like
but the way in which
a full
Xbox
star
has
map. I'm
supported
assuming there's
us with,
star map,
console
solar
wraps
system
and
map,
like the
and
controller
then
and the
inside that
headset
solar
is
system
the
map, there's
best
the
piece of
individual
hardware.
planets, and you go to see.
They are so
hey, can
good.
land here?
I use them
and
nonstop.
I think that's also going to
full
be
credit
more
to
of
that
a, like
team.
when you get
but
to
across
the planet's
Xbox,
orbit
the
is when
way
that map
that
gets
they
pulled
have
up, right?
stepped
In the
up
meantime,
and
when you're not in
supported
the
and
planet's orbit,
amplified
you just kinda,
Starfield in every
flying
way
around
possible
kind of
has
thing.
been
You can
just
plot courses
awesome
and
to be a
stuff
part
like
of.
that.
We're so
What's
pleased
going on,
for all
Dom?
the
Welcome in,
support
welcome in.
that they've given us.
Happy
You're just
Friday
helping me
Eve.
dress my
Noise.
entire
Happy
house
Friday
with
Eve as
Starfield
well.
stuff at this
Appreciate
point,
you
so,
coming in, hanging out with us.
I'm happy
Guys,
enough
how's it
as it
going?
is.
We are on
We did
Gamescom.
get to see
We're on
quite a lot
yesterday's
of
Gamescom
Starfield.
day.
You
We're
had
on
a
day
new trailer
one.
last night.
I want to get to day
Night
2.
Live. Todd came on stage.
Okay. I honestly think we can skip past that. That's a lot of
I really
kind of fluff.
have tried to emphasize to our teams, like, amidst all of the hard work, like,
you have not
please
missed
find
much,
time
Dom.
to enjoy this, because you never
we
know
saw,
when
we
you
saw a
get
little bit.
another chance
We
to
saw
be a
like
part of
one good
something special.
Starfield
Talking about the
screen that I
stewardship
decided
you
to
and
look
Todd
over a little
have
bit,
over this
and
team to
it's
bring
clean. It's
something like
simple.
Starfield
There's a
to
lot
players
going
out
on.
there, and it
So
often gets described
it'll
as, oh, it's
definitely
an
be
open
interesting
world
to
game.
kind of see how
But that feels like a bit of a disservice because it's not
there's
just the
any
one
noise going on in
world,
the
it's
background.
thousands that we can
Mike's really
explore
good,
and
picks up
just
just about
sprawling
everything.
open world experience across like a real good portion of the galaxy. I mean, what is it like to actually have to lead a team on such an endeavor as that?
I'm not going to cap about
grand
that.
scale that we've seen and all the detail as well.
No, that's
yeah.
still 30
I mean,
FPS.
you know, as you all have seen, as you've watched how we've talked about Starfield,
chat, honestly,
it really required us to push ourselves
I can tell
in
it's
terms
30
of
FPS,
how
but
do
it's
you
not bad for 30
get the rest of the world to
So
wrap
I'll take
its
it.
head
On console,
around a game of this
that's all the
size and
console
scope.
can
I
do,
mean,
chat.
it is
There's nothing
literally.
I can do about that.
It feels when you're playing it almost like
Is
there
there
are a
something
bunch
I'm
of
gonna see
different
of
games
these? Nah, see if these
inside of
nuts.
one game, and I get to decide how much
Sorry,
time
chat.
I want to spend in a
behave.
way that you
I'll try
haven't
to
really
behave
seen
more.
in a Fallout or
Sorry.
Skyrim. I mean, those things are still. You know, oh, I can spend all my time just picking flowers in the Elder Scrolls. Like, yes, you can, but it doesn't feel.
Dom, I honestly have no idea. We're kind of going through
different
blind
as
slash
like
fresh
the
on this
entire
one.
space game that exists, the entire live on a planet, just like the freeform exploration, the combat, the which factions taking sides, the player. It's just amazing to see it all, how it all comes together. But explaining that to folks in a way that is digestible. You know, it's how you end up with something like Starfield Direct, which, I mean, it's basically a feature film that we created just to explain to folks and to talk to folks about, not just explain what the game is, but do it in a way that I just thought was really authentic, and hearing from the people making it, how they think about both creating it, how they think about playing it, and seeing the way that resonated with players, I think was really special.
One thing that really grabs me, I think, is the love that's being poured into like Radiant Quest systems and just allowing those.
Okay, chat. We got to skip some.
Up to this point, it's been Bethesda's character, and sort of the way I've approached it is sort of testing. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been interacting with our players playing Bethesda Game Studio stuff for a long time, so we know how they think. And I talked to Jamie after E3, and she's like, I don't get this. Like, why is this such a thing? And I said, Jamie, what you did is you tapped into the silliness factor that like you sort of tend to forget. Like, you talk about Starfield, and but it's still fun. Like, it's
okay. Well,
like,
sorry, chat. I was not looking. I was being distracted. Okay,
Game
so
Studio
Hexit, this is what I was talking about. Let's go back to this
point. It's been Bethesda's character, and sort of the way I've approched it is sort of testing.
I want to see the RoboCop.
I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. I've been interacting with our players playing Bethesda Game Studio stuff for a long time, so we know how they think.
Like a lot.
Talk to Jamie after.
There we go, chat. So when you come out from a planet's map, you got the star map. I want to see. Okay, be back to the galaxy. So if you go back to the galaxy, I'm assuming you go back to your either cockpit inside your ship or flying your ship, and that's when you're flying around. And right now you're looking at your map, setting waypoints. Maybe you're in orbit of a planet, choosing where you might want to land or where you might want to go to. Obviously, this kind of represents, you know, the sun's gravity and all that stuff. You know, typical star map type stuff, chat.
E3, and she's like, I don't get this. Like, why is this such a thing? And I said, Jamie, what you did
like systems
is
may
you
have
tapped
levels
into
as well,
the silliness factor that like you sort of tend to forget. Like, you talk about Starfield, and but it's still fun. Like, it's supposed to be about fun, and you put your finger sort of right on the pulse of the kind of nonsense that our players love to get up to, because we make a game that is about freedom, right? Like, we embrace chaos. We give players more freedom than I think in a game like this than people really dare to in their games. Like, that's part of what makes Starfield special. And look, that creates situations that we have to do a lot of work to make sure, like, this doesn't break, this doesn't create problems. But the payoff for that and like what players are allowed to do. Like, wait, I can do this? Like I can spend all my time doing something as ridiculous as this? Yes. Like if that's what you want the game to be about, that's what you should do. But we want you to go and push and try all of the different ways because it's really not about like our story or how we want you to play. It's about how you want to play. So when I play, I spend time like I'm going to spend a week and not land on a planet. Like, what's it like to just be in outer space, spend all my time in outer space, landing on star stations, derelict ships, doing all this stuff, and then I'll be like, okay, now I'm going to go land in this city, and I want to see how long I can spend not leaving this city, like how many factions can I find, how many quests can I do, and I'll get to decision points where it's like, look, you're about to, like, you have to pick a side here, and I'll make a save, and like, I'm going to play this way, and I'm going to go 2 hours down the road just to see, like, how does that feel? And then rewind and play it 2 hours the other direction just because I want to know, like, what should our players expect? How does this, and just trying.
Okay, so they've actually massively played the game. Okay, got it.
Got Blizzard here to talk Diablo 4. We're celebrating 10 years of ID at Xbox titles, and Phil Spencer himself is going to stop by, talk new releases, and what he can't wait for fans to experience here at Gamescom.
Coming out this year, and we've got a lot. We've got a lot to get through. Remember, this part of the showcase alone is 2 hours. Play day one with PC Game Pass. Also, chat, if you want, if you're going to be playing it on Game Pass, but you want the early access, the premium edition will not cost you the full premium edition price. It will only cost you $34.99 if you have Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, you can get the premium edition for basically $35. Which gives you early access, which means August 31st, 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. Eastern Standard Time, you will be live. Wait, is that Starfield or is that a different game than I'm thinking of? No, it's Starfield. Yeah, Starfield. So I might be playing it night one. We might go ahead and get the character creation and some intro stuff out of the way to, off-rip night one.
Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
What this? Chat with
this. That's the dark hour.
Chat with this.
A time period hidden between one day and the next.
Yeah, Dom, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. And it's the kind of thing where it's like, I already told you before, it's like, first of all, that's TOS, and second, like, I don't see you doing that.
We call them
Don't fucking do that shit in my chat.
They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone who roams free outside the coffins. Shadows can only be defeated
all the stuff they bought in the betas. What do you mean in the betas, Bobby?
We prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
People keep all this stuff in. Is this, are you talking about this specific game? Because I do not know what this game is.
Let's do it.
Bro, I gotta keep y'all, like, in my hands so I can see chat. Is there any way for me to put this up and not just drain battery? Chat, I honestly wish I had, oh no. I know what I need to get then.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited to be joining you once again for Gamescom with the rest of the Xbox One team hosting the crew. Now it's time to head to the lands betwixt the high heavens and burning hells.
Oh, it's Star Citizen. Bobby,
I can't think of better guys than Blizzard's Rod Bergson and Chris Wilson sat right next to me. Hello. How are we both? Are we well?
Star Citizen
Good. Love that. Right, Chris, I'm going to come to you first. So, Diablo 4 Season of Blood was all over Opening Night Live last night.
Star Citizen is freaking huge.
But I want you to wrap up some of the key announcements that fans should be super stoked about,
and then
just in case they missed
go to the store and come back, and you'll still be flying
will launch on
to the
October
next jump point.
We're really excited. The reason why we named it the Season of Blood is we're actually going to be bringing vampires.
So, like, I really hope that, like,
one day, yeah, makes sense. It's not like you're turning Hogwarts into a bright red swimming pool. There are other reasons, yeah.
Precisely. So, what's really exciting about that is we're going to have a new quest line. There's going to be a new villain, a vampire villain who's basically bringing his minions into Sanctuary. And you, as the player, need to obviously thwart this threat. And in doing so, you'll partner with a vampire hunter, voiced by Gemma Chan.
Yeah.
So we're super excited to have her join the cast, the talented cast of voiceover actors on the game. In
also,
addition,
Dom,
you'll have access to new vampiric powers.
I talked
so
about
that's really going to change up the gameplay for our players. Really excited about that.
But I have not
new
yet
legendary
had time to
weapons and items that you can collect.
The hunt begins all over again.
Precisely. So super excited. October 17th.
The only thing I've been able to do with the time I've had is get my 8K
I hear that on top of everything else you've got going on this week, that there's something that you bought specifically to the show here, and that's a trivia question that you want to pose to Twitch chat, which, by the way, Rod does have his eyes on on chat. I think he's very distracted. So if anyone wants to pass a message on while you're doing this, then go for it.
This has 120 Hz capability, but I don't think...
I do have a question.
It'll be interesting to see if I'll be 120 Hz refresh rate. Because I don't get it with everything with the PS5.
Is we announced last night that Dimashant is a character in the Season of Blood. What is the name of that character, the vampire hunter who is going to guide you through your journey in the Season of Blood?
We did get close to that then, huh?
We did.
Yeah, well,
Bobby,
maybe people were listening. Maybe there you go. Well, the people that someone who's going to get that right in chat is actually going to be winning an Xbox Series X Diablo 4 console. So.
Chat, also, by the way, if you're considering getting an Xbox, do not get a Series S. It is an inferior hardware. You might as well just go get an Xbox One.
And thoroughly on quick resume on my console as well. I want to know with the approach
it just is inferior hardware. The Series X, however, is
so far from
a
the reactions of this first season.
So player feedback has been very important to the
team.
There's
a reason Baldur's Gate 3
throughout
is not
development,
launching,
and obviously as we kind of gotten through launch,
Xbox
we've been very keen on like understanding what are the emergent themes, what are the things,
year,
the pain points that players are experiencing, and how do we like
and the solution
fold
for Series
those
S is like
fixes into our future seasons.
They may have to
and
add
so
a
for season 2,
mode.
there are a number of quality of life improvements that we'll be adding, in addition to all the really cool content. So a few examples, inventory space with gyms in particular has been...
Because I do find myself going back quite often going, I like these, I do something with them, but you just need to get out for it. I like picking up everything. Even when I get to high level, I'm not just picking up the yellow stuff or the red. I'm getting everything. So that's a good one to know.
Yeah, so we'll be making some changes there to make that easier for players to manage. Similarly, there's like some improvements around our resistances system, like how we manage resistances and vulnerable for players. So yeah, just always trying to look to improve, take stock of the things that are pain points and how do we make that better for the future.
I think the Renown system is something that's a real great example of that as we go through different
Diablo
seasons.
4, like,
at launch, the Renown system, which was like go do all these different things in the world. Well, when at launch we intended for you to do everything every season, and we heard lots of feedback in the preseason, like, oh, we don't want to find the alternate.
We're gonna skip forward. Oh, Cuphead.
The date, and everybody goes crazy.
Okay, so that was like
it was just such an amazing moment.
Like
that
a year or two ago?
Feeling is still very raw. I almost get choked up sometimes when we talk about it because we talk about how we had put so much on the line.
But it did, right? I'm not bugging here, right? Like Cuphead was like a good at least couple years.
Step foot on that stage and not know whether or not we would ever even make our money back, whether or not we would ever be able to make another game.
Every time.
To see the fans' response to that announcement change the course of our lives.
Warframe. Oh, okay. So it's RAM heavy.
They've had so much success now. You can get a marionette. You can watch a Netflix show.
Cuphead was a hilarious
pencil case. It's so cool to see
Cuphead
everywhere. But in a lot of ways, it was kind of like the prototypical, what we were hoping was going to happen when ID at Xbox started.
Because like when I was young, it wasn't like super. It really wasn't that long ago, but there were still you could still see shows.
The first time I heard about ID at Xbox, I was doing Thimbleweed Park. Prior to then, it was really kind of just me. Things like Steam or a black box. You filled some forms. You put a game up there. We didn't have a ton of money for things like marketing PR, but we were invited to a whole lot of events that ID and Xbox was putting on. Ability to show our game. They gave us nice placement on the dashboard and things like that. So it was really good.
One of the key things of ID at Xbox is listen to the developers. When we want to get great games to players, the way you do that is by listening to developers and making sure you're making a program that works for them.
Correct. Whatever this is doesn't really.
Asheneer is an independent title. The 4 founders really wanted to venture out on their own, start their own project, take ownership over every part of development. When the original team was building out the game, they were really looking for a creative partner to work with to execute on that vision and also give them a little room. And ID at Xbox stepped in and said, hey, we want you to make whatever you want to make, and we're going to give you the resources that you might not even know that you need in order to do that.
Okay, it's cozy.
We launched into game preview and into early access, and it saw amazing success right off the bat. And so I think once we realized that people were coming along on that ride with us, we just saw that as a way to just keep building it out. At this point now, I think we've updated like 40 times.
Is this just a whole video dissing Activision?
Over the 10 years of ID at Xbox, we've been reaching developers, having a lot of cool developers bring their games to the platform.
Okay.
But we also recognize that there's more that we can do to reach our underrepresented developers.
Ooh, fish.
The mission of the Developer Acceleration Program is to empower underrepresented developers with the information and resources needed to bring their creativity, innovation, and originality to Xbox. We're talking about teams, including but not limited to studios led by women, studios led by people of color, studios led by members of the LGBTQI plus community or indigenous people. There's a studio that's focusing on accessibility.
It's becoming untenable.
Another group of developers that we support through the DAP program are developers in parts of the world that are underrepresented from a game development standpoint. I recently had the chance to attend the big festival in Brazil. There's a studio called Sudaril. They're making a game called One Beat Men. This is a game about Afro-Brazilians and beatboxing.
I'm not even capping.
Raji is a game by Naughty Head Games from India. They made this beautiful game. It's an action-adventure game revolved around this young female protagonist. There's a lot of adaptation from the mythology from India. It's just very authentic.
Unless I'm out of town in a college football game.
A Space for the Unbound, which is a game from Indonesia, is a really, really beautifully crafted game. It's just a really nice gameplay experience when you get to learn about a different culture.
As we start to empower more of these studios to tell more of their stories, I think we're going to see more diversity in the games that are coming to the platform, more diversity in the gamers that are playing these games.
We made this little program to try and enable developers.
Live reacting is not the same if you're not on camera.
You know, developers are the people
because like if I'm dying laughing, it's different for you guys to just like hear me dying
in genre, in style, in art, in region, in the size of the developers,
right? Or just like
the
face
story
palm or
they're
stuff like
trying
that.
to
Like having
tell has increased
it's
in the
different
last
being
10
able to
years,
see
and I see that
the
continuing
reaction
to
as
rise.
well as the
whenever
laugh
you're
versus
building
just
art,
laugh
it's like it's a part of your soul,
like,
right? You're putting yourself out there.
Right, like I do this, I can just stare straight at the cam and be like,
music or a game.
I think it's very important for companies like Microsoft.
There's just little things you can do with it. Do you know Bray Wyatt? No, I do not.
It changes that old way of thinking that you can't break into the industry, and now it actually lets the next generation of people truly dig in. We're going to see so many more new and creative ideas that's going to push and drive innovation moving forward.
Wait, but this next part looks interesting. Ooh, still to come, chat, still to come. Let's go to still to come.
Joining. Spencer's going to stop by and have a...
Okay, so we got 33 Immortals, Microsoft Flight Simulator, which I will probably skip through. Which we might watch AoE for stuff, just out of curiosity, and then Phil Spencer, of course.
We chat on the booth too.
Phil.
First, let's have a look at Idea Xbox's Steam World builds and World
Chat, I'm fried, okay? It's Friday Eve.
You see all those stars up there?
Okay.
That's where we'll live once we escape this world.
Dom. One day, but I'm a huge strategy game guy, so...
I'll show you how.
I'm not going to be playing it, but I want to see if there's anything interesting. Actually,
first,
you know
how about we build us a nice little town?
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. It's a me, Mario. Chat, when she said let's go, that's the that is the first thing that came to mind was let's go.
Of a whole lot of steam
the first thing that
sure
came to mind was Mario every time.
How will we do that, Paul?
We're gonna find all we need deep in the mines.
Chat, are these Western robots? Okay, we got.
I'll leave that to the professionals.
It's what is it? I think it's Dream World Build, December 1st, 2023. Chat, I want to see the name of this game. It's kind of derpy.
Oh no! Monsters! What do we do now?
Let's build us some defenses.
He had a really dope return to wrestling, but got injured a bit ago. Yeah, I don't know anything about WWE. I probably haven't seen WWE in well over a decade, unfortunately.
What are you doing?
I used to watch it a lot when I was younger.
Wow!
Quick, someone follow so we can get the wow.
Real soon, huh?
Nah, don't do that. Keep the followers. Trust. #trust.
Hooray! I'll be at the observatory.
Okay, come on. Give me the name of the game, please. Stream World Build. Wait, what? That's an Xbox game? Bruh. I don't know if I have Game Pass. I played in my off time. Clash, okay, chat. We gotta skip a little bit here. This is pull up for precise. Chat, we're gonna do some precision right now. I think we can force a motorsport. Is there anything we've missed? What is this? That's not gonna be something. Is that Phil Spencer? Chat, was that Phil? Chat, was that Phil? Chat, I can't tell if that's Phil's face. It's too pixelated down there. Help. Game, please. Please. Are we still on 1080? We're still on 1080. Okay. Good. Phone is holding out battery-wise for once, which is weird. UFC 5.
Good afternoon, and thank you for flying with us. On your left of the screen, you'll see my lovely guest, York. Hi, York. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great, Bex.
Good. And on your right, you'll see our giveaway that is now live
York
in
looks
the
very
Twitch
excited
chat.
To be here.
Now, York, it is great to have you
York
back
is
at
very
Gamescom this year with Flight Simulator. You guys have really been soaring to new heights recently.
Yeah, Dom, it's York,
what
bro.
you've been up to?
It's York with Flight Simulator.
So it's great to be here at Gamescom.
Dom, there's no giveaway in chat, okay?
We've been on quite a journey over the last few years with Flight Sim. We just celebrated our 3-year anniversary, and we couldn't be happier. Both the core sim audience really have embraced the sim as the home of their hobby. And then we found a whole bunch of new people that have never tried Flight Sim before, and they're happy and interested, so it's awesome. We've already announced we have over 12 million unique users.
Chill, bro.
But some of the stats are just incredible. Like there have been over 700 million flights taken, 77 billion miles flown.
Wait. Okay, hold on, chat. Pause.
Over 12 million unique users. But some of the stats are just incredible. Like there have been over 700 million flights.
How many?
Taken, 77 billion miles flown.
I'll see you guys later. Huh?
So that sounds abstract.
Well, now I know why
York
is so excited. Everyone loves Microsoft Flight Simulator.
If you want to go galactic,
apparently.
you can say it's
chat. I guess this is going to become a Flight Simulator stream then.
That's incredible. Yeah.
That's a lot of flying. I mean, I'm one of those new players as well that hadn't played it before. And
no, Dom, that's how many hours and miles have already been spent.
And we're back at Gamescom last year. You guys really put on a show with an amazing recreation of Cologne, as well as flying helicopters up the Rhine to the Messe where we are here. What can we look forward to this year at Gamescom?
Yeah, we love Gamescom. I mean, the vibe of the show, everything here is super cool, and it's so much fun for us to figure out what would make people happy.
So much pain.
You know, here in this
I just realized I had no opportunity
so
at
this
that
year
giveaway
we did,
plus
I'm German, you know, I don't know. But this year we did two things. We did, and I've done little videos for you. So the first one is what we call city update. We call this one City Update Western Europe. So instead of doing another German city, we said, why don't we take the countries around Europe? So we have a little trailer for you.
But okay, so chat, the cool part
Let's
about
take a look then.
Cam stuff going on right here, right? Squishy. Is that one of my buddies in town, if we're doing any PvP stuff when I'm streaming in the mornings, not PvP, like if we're doing, for example, PGA Tour and just kind of hanging out, or if we're playing hockey and stuff like that, I'll probably have the big old boy set up to where you can see me and him just kind of cutting up and, chilling, vibing, having a time like that, playing hockey, playing golf, etc. So that's another cool thing. You guys will get to hopefully see my buddy Cody next weekend, Labor Day weekend. And then what's really cool is I get to let him play Armored Core and Starfield to decide if he wants them. If he wants Armored Core, I'm going to get him that. If he wants Starfield, well, he has Game Pass, so he doesn't have to worry about that. If he wants the Premium Edition, I'll probably upgrade his Game Pass version. But I definitely want to, since it already happened, give him the opportunity to test out those games, see how he likes them, and stuff like that. Especially Armored Core, because if he gets Armored Core, shoot. I have to make a decision, chat. I don't know if Armored Core is cross-platform, which means I need to get it for Xbox Series X. But again, I did not have time to set up the Xbox today. Otherwise, the mic would be plugged into it, and it would be... I got my older Switch out of the way.
Jorg, that was so pretty. I'm always blown away with Microsoft Flight Simulator's ability to recreate the world so accurately
Lollipop
as well.
Chainsaw Remastered.
But you mentioned two videos for us. What else can we have a look at?
Yeah, the second one is near and dear to my heart. So there's a long history of aviation in Germany. It goes way back to the Zeppelins and stuff. And we've explored some of this in Flight Sim already with the Junkers F-13, which was the first metal passenger plane. The Doge, that was the first one that crossed the South Atlantic. Then the Junkers U-52. But when you go up in Germany like I did, there's one plane that stands above them all. It's a real, pinnacle of German aviation. And it's called the DOX from
I definitely want to see what causes the PogChamp face.
The community as well. Thank you so much for chatting with us here at Gamescom today.
And
from one fan favorite to another, we're going to catch up with the team behind Age of Empires Anniversary Edition to find out what it takes to make such an iconic PC title work on consoles. Let's go.
Okay, so that's console Age of Empires. Chat, we're not. If we play Age of Empires, I can tell you it's not going to be on console. But I do kind of want to see
jump in, and more importantly, it'll enable me to talk about all the cool stuff that we've done.
Chat, we're gonna
and hopefully not get destroyed by AI.
Is that Phil?
So,
I think that's
also,
Phil.
I'm going to make sure you aren't
Wait, chat, I think that's Phil. Phil,
that's right.
I've heard that you go into focus mode.
Let's go into combat mode. So
I get to Phil.
Which I love, because I'm not a combat girly. I like to build my civilizations. I like to make them look very beautiful, and then at the end, I'm like, I suppose I need to go bash someone up now.
Let's go to frame by frame. Okay, chat, I think if we start here, we'll be good. Okay, chat, this should be the end of day one. So, chat, do you guys think I should, for YouTube, should I split up the VODs? What are we at time-wise while that's loading? We're at 52 minutes. I don't think it's worth splitting up the VOD. I think I should keep a full VOD, or do you guys think I should split the VOD? We would end the YouTube recording part here. I would end that recording, and then I would start it. I think I'm going to keep it on.
Wait to see more. Cannot wait to hear more. Chris, I also want to know, when you go home and continue the skirmish, I want to hear how the fight goes.
Hey, Hoser, I appreciate you. I'm seeing you live.
I believe in you. Well, thanks again for joining us. And chat, please do not forget, you can play Age of Empires 4 Anniversary Edition on Xbox right now. You didn't think I'd be saying that a few days ago with Xbox Game Pass, as well as PC Game Pass if you haven't tried it out yet. Coming up next, I'm going to be chatting with the big man himself, Phil Spencer, so get mega excited. But first, it made a splash on Opening Night Live, so let's check it out right now. This is the latest from Starfield.
Yeah, the fact that you can do space piracy in Starfield is like a big W for me, because like I probably won't be doing a hell of a lot, at least where we get caught, right, in our first run, but there's definitely going to be a Crimson Fleet run. Now that doesn't mean we're not going to explore the Crimson Fleet chat. My current idea for starting off is if they have the skills to where I can build the character right from the start, I'm going to essentially try to Starfield RP an ex-Spec Ops that joins the UC to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet to take it down from within. And I don't know. For the RP, I'll come up with some backstory /reason, because they kind of give you a lot of freedom with having your own headcanon for, where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Got that joke, kind of, literally like, who are you? What are your reasonings for this, etc., etc. Bobby, I'm going to be honest with you. That would be a really interesting question to ask. What is it? There's actually Bethesda has like a Discord, so if you can, I'm sure it's posted on their site. I would ask that honestly in their Discord, because I myself do not remember, but I would assume that there would be flight control support. From what I've heard, it's really intuitive with the Xbox controller though. So even if you're on PC, flight might be better with a controller. But again, if you're on PC, I would much rather you go with a joystick. I remember back in the early days of the F-22 Raptor program, they had a flight simulator for it. What was it? It was on like Windows 98 chat. I had a joystick for the F-22 Raptor.
Play it day one
flight
with Xbox
sim,
Game Pass.
F-16 flight sim. I had a bunch of fighter. Yeah, Chad, I was honestly destined to be a military fighter pilot. And yeah, I got to college and I just was not having Air Force ROTC. I was honestly, it was just kind of one of those things. I was like, no, this is not me. But looking back, I'm gonna be honest with you, flying fighter jets is pretty sick, bro. I still wish that I flew fighter jets for a living. It'd be really cool. It doesn't really pay, but it would be a really cool thing to be like, yeah, I fly fighter jets for a living. I fly $1 million planes for a living and shoot things. Yeah, Bobby, those are like really, really old like Sims. Those, like I said, those were like from when I had
it
my
is my distinct pleasure to welcome CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Mr. Phil Spencer, to the stage. How are you, my dear?
Well, how are you? It's
I am so good.
How's your first day of Gamescom?
I mean, it's been exciting. I've had a walk around. I've looked at some things, but I've mostly just been sitting here talking Diablo and Age and now to you. So it's like,
I saw the Age.
Yeah, it's kind of like a 10 out of 10.
That was originally supposed to be
Diablo, it was Ron and Chris.
Roderick was here.
Roderick indeed.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good vibes. I want to start by saying that the last time we were together, we were sat in the Bethesda London office planning to steal loads of stuff. Because we're
still do.
Are we saying planning because we don't have a place that we
yes,
did?
They were literally built to dodge Soviet air defenses.
I still have my stuff.
Soviet air defenses.
Well, every time I talk to you, I always ask what you're playing. So I want to know what you're playing.
Also, the Soviets don't
and
exist anymore, right?
No. Well, I am playing Vampire Survivors, so I got all the achievements.
Obviously,
Hello, Phil.
But now they have couch co-op, and I'm playing with my wife.
Also, by the way, chat,
my wife
Phil
Kelly, who doesn't
Phil
play a ton of
apparently
video
has been
games.
playing Starfield since
So
like
the fact
ago.
that we can play couch
So I'm
co-op
pretty sure
and she's
Phil
enjoying it, like I'm all in.
as well.
So what I'm playing right now on console, I'm playing a lot of Remnant 2. I really like Remnant 2.
Yep.
It's a great game to play with friends. I had my ROG Ally on the way out here. I'm playing a game called Fist, which is in Game Pass.
Yep.
I've
It's a really
heard
nice
about Fist,
platformer. I'm playing Bro-tato. Have you played Bro-tato?
This is also the first I've heard of it.
Guys,
so
he's playing a game named
what is that?
Bro-tato.
So Bro-tato's not on Xbox.
Dom,
I'll say yet,
if
but
you
I
know
don't
what
have any.
Bro-tato
Well,
is,
it's
I
gonna be
need
great
you
to
to
get
let
on
me know what it
Xbox.
is right now.
It's a
that
Steam
sounds
game.
hilarious.
It's kind of like, let's say it's inspired by Vampire Survivors.
Oh, I see.
But you play as a
You have a
potato.
type.
Yes, yeah,
Hey,
I'm very simple.
somebody
I have a
ping
small
Hoser
brain.
for Bro-tato.
So one stick, move around. But it's a fun game. So I'm playing some Bro-tato. I just finished.
Wait, hold on, chat.
What did I just finish last? Bramble. Have you played this game?
No, I've had it recommended a bunch though. Yeah, it's because it's a nice short playthrough, isn't it? As well?
But it's kind of a demented game. Like
A
it starts
demented
off
game.
demented, yeah.
Chat, what do
It
you think
starts
they're
off
playing
very
back here?
cute,
Yeah.
and you think, oh, like this is awesome, and then it like goes into some very
Chat, what do
crazy,
you guys
great
think
game,
they're playing behind
great
Phil?
game, but it's like some very
Can't tell.
dark. Let's just say dark places.
Okay, I'll get it on the download queue. That sounds
Yeah,
great.
yeah, it's
Wonderful.
good.
So we're going to focus on Gamescom now. We're going to stop flapping our gums and
Okay.
actually talk. Our in Gamescom, quite literally surrounded by Xbox
Chat,
fans.
I'm just going to let you know that I
50,000 square
prefer
feet
European
of
English
Xbox
to American English.
It's pretty good. And
Biggest
this is
ever.
This is the first
They
time in a
still say
while you
flapping
stepped on it
gums,
as well.
which
So I
is
want to know
much
why it's so
funnier than,
important
you know,
that Xbox has showed up so big this year.
what we say stateside.
Well-
it just is. I'm sorry.
Being here, being anywhere, but being in Europe with our customers, with players, with the creators that are here. I did a creator get together both last night, today, met with some partners. It's, it's these moments where the industry comes together, where we can talk to each other, that the consumers can come, where the industry comes together.
I see what you're doing, chat. Look, it's Armored Core. They're playing Armored Core right here. My man's has his backpack between his legs because he trusts no one. These two people are oblivious. If you don't understand what's happening here, these guys either don't have anything in here valuable and don't care, or don't care. This guy is worried about someone, getting his bag while he's gaming. That's why it's on the ground.
Where we can talk to each other, that the consumers can come in, the players can come in, put their hands on games. I just think it's critically important. Obviously, COVID messed up a bunch of things. That's in the rearview mirror. So when you had the opportunity this year to go big at Gamescom, we said, let's go. The other thing that's awesome in the booth is how much third-party support that's here, right?
Yes.
Like Ed Boon's games here, Mortal Kombat's here. We have the DLC for Cyberpunk's here. Like, it's just awesome to see how many of our partners, Rod's games here, Diablo, how many of the third-party support on the floor. It's an important thing for us as a platform. And it's just nice to get reconnected back with the community here.
Yeah. And then Starfield over, I feel like I'm showing everyone over
I can't
here.
see it. I can't see it. It's too small.
Well, it is actually technically massive, to correct you there.
Yeah,
and we're only a week away from
Starfield
early
being
access,
there.
so how is it actually technically?
Chat, Stalker 2, by the way, for any of you guys who are like Stalker fans, Stalker 2 is coming, I want to say Q1 2024, something like that.
Massive to correct you there. And we're only a week away from early access, so how exciting is it seeing this game coming to Xbox? And we're so close now.
If it has a Mac version, I might.
Yeah, we've been working on it for a long time. I've known about it for even before we acquired ZeniMax, so it's been great to see Todd and the team work more closely with them than we ever have on any game. There aren't that many moments where we get to launch a new IP monitor that has the amount of buzz and anticipation
up here, just
that Starfield does. A lot of games you'll launch that are new IP and then maybe they build into their strength.
That's kind of what I want to do for the live reacts. I want to be able to on the fly be like, chat, hold on, okay, and then drag something in and be like, okay, see this? This is what I was talking about, kind of thing.
And the thing that I love is the confidence that the team has right now, putting out review codes 2 weeks before launch.
I talked to Unity
because it's a big game, and I'll be the first to admit, the first 3 to 4 hours.
This is exactly how it happens for car people too, right? I'll just get a tune. I'll get some new wheels, Maybe I'll upgrade my rotors, my pads, my calipers themselves. Next thing you know, chat, the car is not even the same car. Every part's different.
Hours are a little bit hunt and peck, figure out what am I actually doing? Then you get on a side quest or something, and the game just blows up in terms of its epic scale. So I love the fact that the team is so confident in giving reviewers time with the game before they're actually reviewing or just talking about what they think of the game.
So I have what I game on here.
And just behind that, in the rearview mirror, if you will, I think that's how it works. Forza Motorsports over there, and that's out not too long after Starfield, is it?
That's right. That's October. We did
a
take home 2 weeks ago where we got the opening of the game. Looks fantastic. I'm a huge Motorsport fan. And I'd say turn 10 for us for a long time in our first party has really been a technical showcase.
All I need the second monitor for,
Chris
I want to have chat up here, I want to have
the
an
tech side,
browser,
they
but it
get
will have
the
to be a big enough
most
screen,
out of the
right?
hardware.
I have multiple things up
of any of our first party teams. They're just that's their focus.
Anyone else who
along with building a great racing simulator.
Just keep eyes on people and stuff like that.
The game looks fantastic.
Say hello to
everyone. I can't wait for people to get to play. The ray tracing on track looks great. Giving people some options. You'll see all that as they kind of talk about more of the game. But Motorsport is
hardware-wise,
something that one of those franchises I've played since the beginning, and I can't wait for the full release.
Chef's kiss.
Well, kudos to Turn 10. They started with Motorsport, expanded to Horizon, so now they built a sibling franchise to Motorsport. They've just done such a really good job of growing the relevance of Forza, both for simulation and arcade players. Great job.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Phil, I know one of the things in chat and many of the fans really appreciate about you is how much you love to play the games themselves. So I know just over here, we've gone to behind me, we've got the Stalker 2 demo, and you've taken that for a spin as well. It's been 16 years since the original, so can you tell us what stood out to you?
Yeah.
So you never know, right?
Stalker.
The only thing with
if you played the first game,
if I had to get more monitors,
kind of
I think I would take where
setting
I am
and
now,
story, and it's really nice to see what they've done in this build of continuing the lore of what Stalker is about.
I would have to
what your role is in the world, and kind of how the world invites you into what your role is and your kind of task.
Would still be
I'm trying to do this without kind of spoiling too much.
But you can spoil if you want.
No, it's their game. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
but
I'll
also say,
they're if chat was
that spends a lot of time perfecting the game in terms of the technology. I think they're still on that track. They're still obviously the game's not done.
I generally have it set right
so it's but yeah, I just love that they've done a good job moving the Stalker kind of world forward, but being very tried and true to what Stalker's about.
Yeah, for sure. And to be totally honest, even under the best circumstances in games development, it's super tough. But for GSC, obviously, it's a bit more complex, the situation they've got there. So I want to know, what does it mean to you to see these guys get here and get a demo out of the door?
Yeah, it's. I've stayed in touch with the team over the years, and especially as you say, the last couple of years, it's an emotional thing. Right, you almost feel hollow asking them about how their game is.
Yeah, of course.
When you think about the world and what that they live in, and what that studio has gone through and really continues to go through. I think for them, I see, and they've talked about this when I've talked to them, that building the game has kind of been a refuge in a way.
It's not right.
And
it's not showing the correct numbers.
It's cool to see that. I hope it never gets replicated again in terms of something that has to happen. But I'll say for the team, the fact that they're here, I was playing, they were literally pushing a new build right as I was playing that build. So their attention to wanting to put their best foot forward, even under the most difficult circumstances. I have a ton of confidence in them, and they're on that journey. But it's it's an emotional thing when you're talking to a team that's going through. I don't want to talk about it in past tense what that team is going through. So it's really special to me that they're here and that gaming can be part of how they're
That's actually kind of wild, though.
Yeah, for sure. And as well as being here, there are so many communities for so many different games.
Yeah.
There are Xbox. You've got Sea Thieves. I'm doing it again. Sea Thieves over there. You've got an ESO over there.
I can't see it,
No,
Wait,
I know.
Chat.
There's actually nothing.
I'm telling you where they all are.
She said something about Sea Thieves. We just haven't seen anything.
Hey, go green screen. It's an illusion.
The grounded communities over there. It's actually not.
But what's it like for you to see all of these communities come together?
I think we're on target for the most part.
Community and gaming, to me, are linked. Like it's
100%.
From my early days of literally going to the arcade. I'm the old guy, but like that's the only way I could play that and Pong in my
Phil, there
my
were
house.
still arcades
That's
when
how
I was a
played
young
video
strapping
games.
lad, okay?
And there was a community in the arcade of like, hey, what's the new hot console? Not video game console, but actually arcade console cabinet that you're going to go play. And I love
Chad,
that today those communities,
are old enough that
they're still physical. Like you asked, why are we here at Gamescom?
Like a real
we have a
one,
fan fest
not
tonight.
like,
It's going to be awesome with the local community and the people that are here, but also the virtual communities. And I think it's one of the unique things in video games that video games can connect people across geographies, across races, religions. Like it is just a connector of people. And when it's a game like a Sea of Thieves, like a Grounded, like a Flight Sim, so many of our games now have these Elder Scrolls Online, which has a big over there has a big presence on our show floor.
And they've got a really nice table in there as
well. They do that big round table.
A really nice table. That's another one of the things on my list to see if I can pilfer. I won't lie.
Oh, we should steal that.
Yeah, we should.
But the thing, I also want to make sure on the community side, it's not just about multiplayer games. Like you find, like think about Skyrim.
Yeah.
Skyrim has an amazing community around it.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's not because there's a bunch of PvP or PvE, right? It's people come together for their shared love of the world and the characters and the lore
100%.
and their role
Especially
in that.
Especially the modders.
I just think
Skyrim.
that's a very special part of gaming, and it's a privilege, I guess, for us at Xbox to have some franchises that are a part of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And this, what we're seeing here is, I think it fully opens to the public tomorrow. And all.
It's a sweatshop tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, this is going to really pop off then.
In here. It's going to be warm.
You've got the good day to come and sit here.
I'm here tomorrow. I'm here. But yeah, no.
Skyrim modders
the people know, like today is what the press day, right? Is that what they call it? I don't know if that's
the official name. Like they took a game and then turned it into like a new game.
And then tomorrow, the consumers, the players,
literally like a new game.
Have you ever seen like when they open the
running?
It's ridiculous.
And then eventually, at some point, I'm going to
I was
stop
gonna
pointing,
say,
but
Bobby,
the escalators
early 90s,
and they get so
like,
busy. Every time I come to Gamescom with someone new, I tell
so
them you have to see the running when it opens and the escalators when it's full.
It was literally, it was
it's
late
awesome
90s. I want
to be
say
back,
like
and I think they feel like this might be one of the biggest Gamescom ever.
It feels it already, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's kudos to the team here who's kept this going. They went virtual for a while, but now we're here back, and there's so many fans and players here. Like, it's such a special time.
And it's special for Xbox as well, as we've mentioned a few times on the show already, that it's the 10th anniversary of ID at Xbox.
I have my ID at Xbox.
There it is. He's sporting it. He knew what he was doing. I'd love you to reflect on any memories or moments you have from the introduction of ID and how it's gone over the past 10 years.
I'm going to start with a couple things.
Yeah.
One,
had top-loaded cartridge.
We always have discussions internally when new things are going to happen on the console. And there's always some different kind of feelings about the when free-to-play came to console. It'll be the end of the console if free-to-play comes to console. Some people think it is. But, clearly the console's still there.
It was my first Game Boy.
And free-to-play happened. ID at Xbox. Well, we have unmanaged partners that are building games on Xbox. What does that mean for a console? Because we started with this silly thing where publishers had 2 slots of arcade games that they could go do. It was like a silly policy in Xbox. Opening it up and allowing anybody who submits and actually has good intent to build a game on the platform has led to some of the best games that have, people forget like that Fortnite actually came through ID at Xbox. When you ask about like some of the special moments, I have to go to games from places where we'd never seen games from Xbox. I remember going to the Brazil game show and meeting the devs behind Aritana. I'm probably missing the pronunciation. but it's this. I think it was the first Brazilian-developed Xbox game, and it came through ID at Xbox. And this team of guys, we were in Sao Paulo, and they came together, and I met them at the show, and it was so cool. Just to think, it used to be there were like 3 places on the planet where games were built, and now you have games coming from all over the place, and people tell their stories through their lived experience in their world.
Totally different stories, as you say, around the world.
Now, whether it's explicit in like I'm going to do a game about Brazil, or I'm going to do a game about something else, but through the lens of what I see in the world. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Whether it was like Candleman, which I think was the first Chinese-developed ID at Xbox game. Like I always love when we're finding new ID at Xbox
Phil,
games
I need you to talk
from
about
new places and new partners.
Chat, are we going to keep watching Phil, or are we going to day 2?
On stage all the
Chat,
time.
I think we
it
go to
happened
day
last
2.
night.
I think we're Chat. I think it's day 2 time. Gamescom
but
day
accepting
2.
an award that team did on like an Xbox.
Yeah, but
I
you
do it.
accepted it so well.
Chat,
well
we got to hide
done.
Chat.
I'm very good at coming out with a trophy and a microphone and accepting an award for work that other people did. And that team did awesome work. But I want to get over with Mortal Kombat. We had the same thing at, I still call it E3, though no one else does. But that June event, our showcase, but also I think he was in Keeley's, the Play Days thing, which was great.
Okay.
But we just...
I was testing out the Shiba, Chat. I was thinking about fully switching to a Shiba Inu. Because I think I have a Shiba as my banner on our game page. Okay. First Ascendant. Okay, First Ascendant, yeah. Okay, day 2 live stream. So this is good to go then. We're like good to go. Okay, just in case any of that is DMCA, we're going to mostly skip over that. All right. Oh, well, that makes my decision pretty easy. Okay, this one's marked. Oh, chat, I love it here. Look at this, chat. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, so good. Chat, so good. We can just skip. Oh, Alan Wake 2. Yeah. Citizen Sleeper 2. We'll always look at the start of that. Like, oh, chat, another Like a Dragon game. Armored Core. Nah, no. This is going to take so much longer than day 1. Okay, chat, hold on. Here we go, chat. Nah, Bobby, I want a Shiba Inu pet. Wait, what is happening? Why can't I hear them? Did I do something, chat? I did do something. Wait, chat, what happened? What happened? I cannot hear anything. Hold on, chat. I think I have a solution for this. I don't have a solution for this. Oh, here we go. No, it didn't. I hope it's not the start of stream itself. Okay, Bobby, you should be able to hear this. No, we seem to be fine. Yeah, we seem to be fine. We should be good now. I think we should be good now. We're about to find out. Huh.
Easter eggs in there.
Okay, it's just a section, chat. It's just their typical technical difficulties. Yeah. Chat, they had some technical difficulties. Got it. Chat, got it. Got it. Okay, so womp womp, womp 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 womp. Womp womp womp.
From CD Projekt Red to talk all things Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty. Gabe, how you doing?
Maybe, good, Bobby, well. Maybe.
I'm excited.
I could see
be.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
Last night was crazy. I mean, opening night live. What was your reaction to seeing how everybody took it all in?
I had so much fun. It's so much fun. We're excited. It seems like a lot of people are excited. So let's get this thing out there.
Now, it's pretty clear Phantom Liberty is super anticipated by gamers all across the globe. And you and CD Projekt Red have been working really hard and listening to the community feedback as well. Why don't you give us a peek into some of the reworked systems?
Sure. So there's so many, and maybe I can say kind of like a highlight what the inspiration was. We had such a beautiful, incredible world with so much potential. We wanted to infuse it with a bit more life. So we have a lot of new systems and new AI improvements and new fantasy fulfilling kind of abilities and stuff like that you can do. We revamped the police system so you can get in trouble. You can fight max tac if you really get up there in trouble.
Really, max tac?
Max tac,
indeed. Oh, we're so screwed.
Yes, and there's various different archetypes of the max tac units, and they have different mechanics and things like that. The police we have in Dogtown, it's a different crew. It's the bar guests who are like the law enforcement there, part of Kurt's militia, and then of course NCPD. And if you go to the Badlands, then it's Militech that are going to enforce the areas there. So there's a big variety, a lot of stuff. We've got like the player's an agent in the world, and the world reacts to the player, but also you'll see like gangs fighting each other and chasing each other in cars and stuff like that. So there's other agents in the world as well. So again, the world was so much potential, and we just wanted to infuse it with a bit more life in a kind of dynamic system way.
That's amazing. I mean, why don't you talk a bit more about those new systems? I mean, what in particular has been added to Phantom Liberty that players should be excited about?
Sure. So I touched on the police system and stuff like that. I should talk about the skill trees and stuff like that. So one of our big
Air dash level 1, 15% dash stamina cost, minus 15%. Level 2 is plus 20% dash speed, and level 3 video preview unlocks the ability to dash in midair. Oh, nut.
Trees and stuff like that. So one of our
chat, you have to like max reflexes for that kind of stuff. We're definitely going to be a big hacker person. Wait, I want to see what that is.
So one of our big inspirations in revamping the skill trees
a lot of where we go. Taking time bomb, charges powerful EMP that hits nearby enemies, applies stun, 50% incoming damage while charging.
Entirely.
And I don't know if that's that useful. License to Chrome, 15% to all cyberware stat modifiers. Wait, okay. But I need to see what the cyberware stat modifiers are before I know whether or not that's actually useful. Plus 40 armor, a general plus 40 armor boost. It's still kind of insane. Unlocks a new cyberware slot for the skeleton. Bruh.
One of our big inspirations is that we...
All things cyber, 15% all. Okay, that's another cyberware. Wait, so chat, what I'm seeing on this tree right now is that you can literally giga boost your cyberware stat modifiers, and if you have it set up the right way, I'm assuming you can just start hacking through people like you're literally like frying their brains.
When you think about this world with cyberware,
the first thing we're doing, especially if you have the ability to like see all of this stuff off the rip by just like scrolling over it, first thing we're gonna do on our Phantom Liberty run when we start the game is we're going to go through everything, if possible, and see what it does. Vulnerability analytics. During combat, you can now detect and see vulnerabilities in enemy armor and cyberware. Hitting vulnerabilities gives 100% crit chance, plus 25% armor pen, weak spot damage bonuses. Dealing enough damage to a vulnerability will cause it to explode. That's so cooked. Generating an EMP blast that damages enemies within 3. Chat, you guys don't understand. I'm going to be sitting at 100 meters with that new power sniper rifle, like, and then some dude's leg is going to just explode, and his teammates are going to get EMP'd, and while their brains are fried, I'm just gonna hack them all to death.
Future, you've got certain fantasies.
We're gonna become a giga hacker. We're gonna become a giga hacker.
And ways you want to be. Do you want to be like the the fast marshal?
What's going on?
The sword, right?
What's going on?
Do you want to be the Netrunner? Do you want to be Terminator, right?
Yeah.
Like that kind.
Yes, I always have. Always been reserved for live react streams, and those have officially begun in earnest. I'm loving live reacting.
As long as you keep pushing that attack.
Wait, chat, we missed something.
Right? Like that kind.
I'll go back to that skill tree. We'll go over it again.
But
welcome into Nissan. Happy Friday Eve. It's almost the weekend. Let's go. Wait. Okay.
And so now we've got these abilities where you can pick up bodies and throw it.
You're so fast, chat. Okay. Embedded exploit. Plus 25% RAM recovery rate. I'm not a big RAM recovery rate, guys, but we're probably going to be an intelligent character again, so we're probably going to be using int. Plus 60% quick hack damage against enemies affected by controlled quick hacks, covert quick hacks, or the distract enemies quick hack. Yeah, chat, it's over.
Be right in the middle.
We'll be able
of
to
like
we'll be able to one-shot hack people.
Pushing that attack, you'll be regenerating, your life, and you'll be getting into a fury state. And of course, there's some Edge Runner Easter eggs in there.
I do love that.
Where you kind of going on the edge, you can push your cyberware to the limit, and occasionally, get into a fury state because of it and start to lose some life. But if you're in this Terminator style build, you can be like pushing the attack and regaining your life doing it. So it like complements it well.
I love tech.
I'm rambling now. I'm going on. There's just so much.
I'm already concocting like Sandovistan, Gorilla Arms. Let's just make like a David build. You know what I mean? I'm so into it. Yeah, nice. And the new trailer that you premiered at Opening Night Live, we got to look at some new car combat mechanics, which is brand new as well. And that will come together.
Well, I mean, it's fun, right? It's all part of getting that, making the world feel more alive, more like what your expectations is, right? And when you get in the car, you can pull out an SMG. Start fighting.
Okay, chat. My biggest question, right? Because I'm seeing cars that I have driven in Cyberpunk, and I know the cars that I've driven don't have guns strapped to them or inserted in their bumpers. So the biggest thing to see is going to be, is it a situation where this is your car, you go to a place, or you go to a catalog, maybe on a website in your apartment, and you modify your vehicle?
Your enemies, doing wheelies, screeching, like, whatever. You can get on a bike, you can pull out your katana blade, slice some tires, and then when you slice their tires, they'll like veer, and you can get them crashing and stuff like that. And of course, we've got some vehicles that have weapons mounted on them.
Okay.
So we've got this Bond-inspired style vehicle where these two little nozzles come out the front.
Oh, that's cheeky.
And then we got like an APC that has a missile rack and a couple others that have missile racks. And so, yes.
Okay, so maybe Max Tacker got something coming back to them as well then.
Yeah,
missiles might not lock on
as you kind of push the police systems, they'll start bringing out vehicles with mounted weapons as well.
I mean, what I really love as well is the fact it's almost like a bit of a callback to that opening sequence with Jackie where you're just getting into all sorts of trouble, he's shooting guns out the side, and now we can kind of emulate that in like open play, which is really exciting.
Also, in some of the early trailers, you can open the vehicle side doors, and then, you can just do that kind of like, fishtail or whatever, and pull out your gun. I can't wait to see the YouTube videos. Now, certainly we've got a friendly kind of a targeting system, but you also can free aim and start hitting tires and gas tanks and blowing them up and really getting that sort of skill level with it. So I look forward to seeing some people pull that off.
So cool. It's all just kind of speaking to the creativity that you want players to have in Night City. Because you said you put some life into it, and now we're giving you all the tools to just do whatever you want to do there as well.
You got it.
It's great. Now, we've heard this expansion was built as more of a standalone experience. So how does it kind of link in with the existing narrative with V, Johnny? What's actually going on in Phantom Liberty?
So we got to be careful with saying standalone because it is actually part of the main base game storyline. It's in the midst of it, though. If it's actually,
well, chat, we're not going to be able to get a chat on Myers because I doubt we'll have 13 strength by the time we get to this point. We will need 10 to use LMGs, but I don't think we'll have
part of the main base game storyline. It's in the midst of it. Though, if you want to come in and play just this, we give you the option to skip ahead to it.
Amazing.
Start immediately with Phantom Liberty, and you can leave Dogtown. You can go on to other quests. You can stick just to the Phantom Liberty quest line, and of course, when you finish it, there will be like an end sequence or various end sequences, stuff like that, and you can continue on with the base game. So it's in the midst of it. Similar to some of the Witcher expansions, similar to some of how we did some of that stuff, but a little bit more even free here because you can go back and forth between the game.
I won't take up too much more of your time. I just want to know one thing. When and how can players get their hands on Phantom Liberty?
September 26th on Xbox Series S and X.
Oh, close.
It's going to be interesting.
Gabe, thanks so much for your time. Back to you guys for more games right here at Gamescom.
Into the game. Because supposedly it adds an ending to the game, like it adds a whole ass ending, and I want to know what that
target
is. I want to do that ending, like 100%. I want that's the ending that I want to do.
Known to his more sycophantic followers as the Drop.
Wait! Oh, I can't wait to see people play this. Guys, you guys are going to be playing Hitman.
But realized it would be easy.
And you guys are good at it, and you like it. You really like the story, and you like exploring different options, ways to take out targets and stuff. Let me know because like. Drop exclusive target.
His
this is a new.
Music venues has
I think this is just a new target
from his
in the current ongoing.
Our client is a successful DJ who's understandably
but
nervous
about this. But I could have sworn that there was another target that you kill in a DJ
Good
setting.
Luck.
Yeah. See chat? Yeah. Dimitri Vegas. Club Boom, chat. The drop featuring superstar DJ Dimitri Vegas. I don't know who that is, chat. I'm not gonna cap. I've probably heard his
realms are at peace.
Who that is.
There are outworlders who would prefer us to be at war.
What is this?
General Shao.
Victor of the Tavarian War. Conqueror of the Quatan Plains.
Okay.
All of Outworld is grateful for his service.
That doesn't really sound like it, does it? Is this Mortal Wombat, chat? Is this Mortal Wombat 1? So I think this is Mortal Wombat. Alright, we're gonna go forward. Sorry, chat. I played the crap out of Tekken and Mortal Wombat back in the day. I'm actually curious. Finish it. Ooh, yeah, that looks like it hurt. Is she gonna beat him with his own arms, or? I think she's gonna beat him with his own arms.
Who's your queen?
Yeah, so that just seems necessary. It seems a little bit excessive. Yeah, chat, it's Mortal Wombat 1. That definitely seems a little bit excessive, though. I think she could have just ripped his spine out like a normal person instead of, ripping his arms off with a pair of scissors. Alright, chat, I'm a hardcore car person. Forza Motorsport used to be my jam. Played the dog shit out of 3 and 4 back in the day. Loved them on 360. Loved building cars. You got some of my cars. If you guys saw some of my builds, you would be like, why did you stick that in that car?
Forza Motorsport.
You can.
We are bringing new racing dynamics, visual fidelity, and gameplay detail to every track.
Why did you LS swap Miata? Because I
this
can.
Includes weather, 24-hour day-night cycles, and track evolution. More tracks are coming to Forza Motorsport after our launch on October 10th, including past favorites and brand new challenges to keep the competition fresh and exciting.
What looks to be actual full support drift builds. Chat, I built drift cars in Forza 4 when there wasn't really like a drift mode. It was really fun. I had some of my best lap times on drift cars. They just had I literally built cars that had so much power that they were almost impossible to control, and then I taught myself how to control them.
And how appropriate as well that it'd be the famous Nürburgring GP, just a hop, a skip, and a jump from where I'm standing right now. The track and those new cars we just saw are coming day one when Forza Motorsport launches on Xbox and PC Game Pass. Now, you've maybe noticed the amazing custom-wrapped Porsche Taycan on the floor, as well as the 6 custom Xbox Series X consoles. That is all to celebrate Porsche's 75th anniversary. And in fact, you at home have a chance to win one of those ultra-limited custom consoles. You could take home the Pink Pig Xbox Series X, inspired by the iconic 1971 Porsche livery of the same name, simply by typing !Porsche in Twitch chat right now. That's capital P Porsche right in chat. Back here at the booth, however, fans also have a chance to experience the Builders' Cup with a group of super fast German sedans on Spa. And in case you missed it, more information on wheel support for both Xbox and PC has been shared. To learn more, you can check out Forza.net. And if you are on Steam, pre-orders are now open. So strap in and start your engines. The new Forza Motorsport speeds onto Xbox and PC Game Pass October 10th. And if you just can't wait that long, and my dudes, I don't blame you, check out the Premium Edition or Premium Add-ons bundle of the game to get early access starting October 5th. That Forza Motorsport Premium Edition, by the way, includes the full game, race day car pack, car pass, VIP membership, and
wait, chat, does anyone in the community want to watch me play Forza?
Now, a sequel that already has a cult following and a release that we are all waiting for. We are so excited. It's here to play at the Xbox Chip. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, brings fans into a unique survival experience in the post-apocalyptic Chernobyl exclusion zone. But what does the zone hold for Stalker fans everywhere? Maybe we should check out this never-seen-before gameplay from this one-of-a-kind shooter, sim, and horror title.
No.
This is Stalker 2.
Chat, I don't necessarily like the hair color, but her makeup's dope. All right,
I was attacked while on a job. I got hit in the head.
I'm gonna mute for this.
When I woke up, I was in almost nothing but my birthday suit.
Monka S. Yeah, you're out of bullets, buddy, and that dog's what? It'll be interesting to see if Stalker 2 is good, chat. I didn't play one, but I did watch one.
Here's your bolt.
Where the hell would I need a bolt?
Take a look around.
Oh, crap.
What is that? Is that a tick?
Door! Open the door! I've got nowhere to go back to, Herman. Over and out.
The dog is eating good in the neighborhood, Bobby. The dog is eating good in the
Now, I think it's time for another Twitch chat giveaway. So all you need to do is type !day one for your chance to win a month of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
I should have previewed
That's
both of these beforehand.
!day one. Good luck, everyone. And while you're busy entering the giveaway, I think it's a great time to also get out your climbing rope and make sure your blast is strapped in tight as we journey up the tower in Jusant.
Chat next time.
Joining me on this meditative climb, please welcome Jusant co-game directors Kevin and Mathieu. How are you guys today? It's great to have you.
Thanks for welcoming us.
Awesome. I'm so excited as a big fan of Life is Strange and also Vampire to have you guys here from Don't Nod Entertainment. So thanks for coming to play.
I keep forgetting
so
that,
shall we jump right into the game?
The devs that made Life is Strange are also the devs that made Vampire.
Straight away, I do notice we've got a little watermark down in the corner here as well.
I don't know.
Can you tell me what that means?
It's a marker. It's a sign because it's actually exclusive content. So yeah. So we are showing off like today because it's a special event, but it won't be in the game in the end. So don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
It's going to be here when you play.
Just like random drops from random games.
So Jusant, could you tell me what that means for the game title?
Yeah, of course. So Jusant is a French word. It's actually a maritime term that we use to explain the period of time of receding tide. Actually, you guys in English, you have
F-E-B-B,
but we prefer the sound of French word better. Sorry.
You guys have to understand that.
Yeah.
Ebb and flow. I like that phrase a lot, but you know, I don't really use it in everyday life. But Jusant sounds a lot nicer too.
But it also means something from our game because, as you can see, people who are listening to us already played the demo. They probably witnessed the fact that the ocean of the world has gone, and it's actually a permanent receding tide.
I mean, chat, you know, if you want to call me a knower,
that's so interesting.
Call me Nostradamus 2.0, but
the setting and the story behind it as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
No
now, speaking of the demo and also the trailer you guys showed not too long ago at the Xbox Game Showcase, we saw some pretty interesting looking game mechanics like this rope here. Here to tell us all?
Yeah, of course. So obviously everybody can witness the fact that our main mechanic is climbing, but we also have a couple of tools to help us do so.
I don't know, chat. It seems like the controls, at least right now, the way the build is, they seem a little bit
you
like
have
floating.
the stamina that you can see on the green gauge here.
They just seem a little bit floating.
And actually, the level design behind it is that every wall that you climb has been thought over as a puzzle. So you need to use those tools to overcome the puzzle and find the solution. And on the second part, you have this little blue guy here on the shoulder.
Look at him!
Yay!
Oh,
ballast.
So cute!
Yeah,
so
that's actually really cute.
So he's gonna help us climbing as well because he also features abilities like echo. Matt will show that later on. And what he just did is like some kind of a sonar that gives you hints of some narrative elements that we scattered through the world.
Okay.
So yeah.
So kind of like secrets or Easter eggs
like a super cozy game. Just like
Easter eggs. I mean, you'll need to roam the game to find some if you want. But yeah, we scattered a lot of stuff to tell more about the lore and about the stories as well.
We don't record it or anything. It's
if you're an explorer, then you'll be able to
cool down kind of thing. Maybe in the future. Okay.
Right now.
Nice. I love.
Glad to see Gamescom definitely splurged on that upload rate. Glad to see that they splurged on the upload.
Oh no!
All right, chat. Well, while they're having problems, there's a Kricketot in chat.
So it's kind of like fluid almost.
Yeah, it's actually made of water.
That is not how you spell poke check.
You didn't say that. It's actually made of water. It's the only water in the world right now.
Still not how you spell poke check.
And that serves the purpose of the message that we are trying to tell.
All right, let me set this up to make sure that I can see all of chat.
So, for example, if I can jump in here, it's actually exclusive stuff that we have in this specific biome. You have those pebbles that Matthew is climbing on.
Those what?
It's actually a living thing that you can use to climb.
Did you say pebbles?
And the echo of the ballast can actually, have an effect on that.
Better than pebbles. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
Other
I think we need to start using pebbles.
So it seems you've
it's
got
honestly much better.
a lot of help climbing
yeah.
It's not just about the rope maybe then.
No, it's through the mechanics, through the gameplay, we are trying to tell something about helping each other, because of course our main character couldn't climb without the ballast, and the ballast couldn't climb without the main character. So it's all about, a fable about helping each other. How should we coexist together instead of, not doing so, and how we can move forward or
I think
upwards
it's
in our case,
or like
in life. So that's the part of the message of Jusant.
That's very beautiful.
Thank you.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yes,
like that.
absolutely.
Now, I'd love to learn a bit more about the rope as well, because we've gone up a few different levels. You've used ladders, Mathieu, as well as the rope, and I've seen it change color a few times.
Yes,
so
reminds me of
has a feedback.
Wait, hold on, chat. Hold on.
I've seen it change color a few times.
Yes.
So.
Has a feedback.
Bro, that just comes from under the poncho.
Just to make sure that the players understand the rope has a length limit. And so
it's not even from
to make
the
sure
bag,
that everybody knows
it just comes from under the poncho.
what lengths they have already unrolled.
It's a little floaty.
The rope changes of color. So when it's blue, it's fine.
Like
when it's yellow, you
stuff,
actually need to be monitoring what you're doing, and when it's getting red, it's because you're approaching the limit length.
I see. That's really interesting. I love these flowers that we're seeing.
Yeah, you can climb on. So this is one of the effects of the echo I was, talking about earlier. This is
what?
Of the echo I was, talking about earlier. So this is one of the effects of the echo I was, talking about earlier.
Hey chat. This is the stanky leg. Yo, this is the stanky leg right here. When they say do the stanky leg, this is what they talking about.
This is
yo, y'all see how that leg just shoots out there and comes back?
Also interesting for us, narratively speaking and gameplay-wise, because
work on this.
as you awaken the living thing and the nature in the game to help you climb, and so in gameplay, you also awaken it to awaken the tower.
And up there for you to climb?
Besides being made of water, the ballast
like he was
is actually
fine
the only thing here that shares the bond with the tower and with the nature. So it's kind of representing symbolic. It's like a symbolism about the link with the nature, the relationship with the nature that we kind of have lost so far.
Yeah, that's so interesting as well. Chat, I hope you're all enjoying some Jusant gameplay as well. I'd love to see some opinions as well. This is so exciting that this is going to...
I do want to see the release date though. Hit the gritty.
It's the game that made fans everywhere jump.
No. Show me the release date, please.
It's the game that made fans everywhere jump more than a few times and showcased its own unique...
Okay, what? We missed the release date, that's fine. Oh, okay. Yo, Bobby, that's what it's for. The rope is for additional movement and stuff like that. So, yeah. Okay, I kind of figured as much. I was like, I can't, he wasn't using it there, but it has to be for something, right? That's what it's for. It's for swinging like Tarzan. Ooh, it's on Series X. I don't know,
it's
Chad.
the game that made fans everywhere jump more than a few times and showcase its own unique horror episodic style. Here to show us what Alan Wake has been up to these last 13 years are two of the minds behind its sequel from Remedy Games, writer and creative director Sam Lake and game director Kyle Rowley. Welcome to you both. First off, how are you? Are you well?
Thank you. Thank you.
Bro, why is your hair so greasy?
Great Gamescom.
Yeah.
Very happy to be here.
Yeah.
Given that Alan Wake's journey began with Xbox.
There we go, back on the green carpet, chatting about it again.
Feels proper to be here.
It feels correct,
yeah.
doesn't it? Yeah, wonderful. Right, well, while we're going to be talking, we're actually going to be having some gameplay on in the background for Twitch chat to have a look at. It's going to be some new at Gamescom footage we're going to be going through. So while that's on, I'd love to talk a little bit more about some of the new elements that fans can expect to see in Alan Wake 2.
I'm pretty sure Don had to
I mean,
dip off.
It is a sequel, but also, given that it comes out 13 years after the first game, there are plenty of new elements.
Let's go through them all one by one.
Dom, if you can hear me, Alan Wake is starting.
We really felt that we want to create a modern experience.
Alan Wake stuff is going.
We could not have done this game.
I did switch to chat for a second. I thought I was still
building concepts of Alan Wake 2 through all of these years.
It's not like you picked it up last week and decided to do something with it.
But this one, we could not have made before building Control first, which was our previous game. A lot of learnings with each project that we were able to then bring into this one. Elements like hub-like design for the environments, the whole game genre being a horror game now. Lot more ambition on interactive storytelling in this. And the concept of Remedy Connected Universe, which we established with Control. So Control and Alan Wake belong into the same world. And there are connection points and crossover elements in it.
Oh, how exciting. I also want to touch very slightly on the name itself. Wait, Alan Wake 2, it's a sequel, but the name is very fitting because, as I say, not only is it a sequel, but you play as two characters. So I was wondering who wants to tell me about Saga and how their story intertwines with Alan.
Yeah, there are a lot of tools in this experience. Two playable characters.
It's a recurring theme.
Yes. Alan Wake, of course, but then our new Remedy hero character, FBI agent Saga Anderson, who comes in and the player with her comes into this experience playing Saga. She is a newcomer to this supernatural world of Alan Wake. She knows nothing before. She's a profiler, FBI agent, comes in to investigate these ritualistic murders in the Pacific Northwest. And then it starts to spiral out of control from there. So we have two worlds, essentially. We have the Pacific Northwest. We have three separate hub areas. The small town of Bright Falls, the majestic Cauldron Lake, this Caldera Lake, and the surrounding forest, and then the neighboring town of Watery. And you get to explore all of these hub areas.
I love that you were describing them as these beautiful places to go check out. They're going to be horrific naturally, right?
It's a wonderful place to go on a vacation.
I don't think you're telling me the truth at all.
I think we had in the art direction Bible, we said terrifyingly beautiful was one of the things that we were kind of like talking about.
Well, once again, kind of two extremes coming together.
The juxtaposition of it.
Exactly. Like us on stage.
Exactly. I mean, you're doing it right now. Exactly.
I got
all carefully considered.
I pre-order it on Xbox, and I'll have to get the light set up, and then I'll have to test.
But yeah, like a lot of duality, light and darkness, obviously at the very core of Alan Wake experience. You use light as safety and as a weapon, and the supernatural darkness is your enemy. But then you go on a journey playing Saga on this murder investigation, but you are also playing as Alan Wake, trapped in the nightmare dimension of the Dark Place that takes the shape of this nightmarish New York City this time around. And that's one big hub of its own, where we are unlocking new areas for you to explore as you progress. So these exist side by side, and you are able to choose and hop between them as you want. Going through this experience.
And you're not just knowledgeable as the creative director, I guess, Sam, but you're in the game as well, right?
I guess so.
Yeah, I think you are a little bit.
I guess so.
Yeah, I have to say, it's teamwork and it's collaboration more than anything, as always. Video
that's
games,
like a good thing.
Making video
I didn't
games
play it myself, but I watched the entire game.
Wanting to make this game so
and honestly,
long,
I thoroughly enjoyed watching the game.
It's kind of very special
to
me.
If it feels like
I just felt that I want to go all in.
So was it you that stepped forward and said, "Can I be in the game,
please?" We are co-directing with Kyle.
That's
I'm
the thing, chat.
co-writing
There's a
the
lot of
story
games that
and
I
the
like to watch.
screenplay.
Like, it's
And
not my
yes,
genre, but they're
I'm
just good
acting
games,
as Alex Casey,
right?
who is
I probably
Saga's
wouldn't enjoy playing it
FBI
myself, but
partner,
like do enjoy
also
watching.
a fictional character
was actually a
that
perfect
Alan
example
Wake
of that.
used to write
I loved watching it so much.
Very
I thought that I would enjoy it.
But I'm doing half of the performance, really. I'm the physical actor.
One arm and a leg.
And
So
yes,
playing it for me
exactly.
was like not fun.
And the hair.
And the wonderful James McCaffrey is the voice of Alex Case.
Nice.
And that's
okay,
like,
I haven't seen how that plays out. I don't know if you've had a moment though. I keep looking in chat and chat is
soul grinding,
absolutely so excited for this game.
Playing like the
Sweet Tooth, they're saying almost as beautiful as me. Sweet Tooth, I bet you're gorgeous.
I don't really think I
Are you as gorgeous as Alan Wake then? I don't know. The next question I want to ask, completely distracted there, sorry, is I want to know more. You mentioned more about the horror element that you're leaning into, and Remedy have really gone into this not just survival game, but a survival horror game. What does that mean?
Over to you.
Yeah, over to me. Yeah, I mean, that all started from us looking back at Alan Wake 1, what we as the team kind of really liked about
I know,
Alan
chat, I say that, would probably be me too, right?
He's just loving his coffee or whatever he's drinking in there. Yeah, so we're looking back at Alan Wake 1 and, what did we like? What did we think we could improve upon? And one of the things that we kind of came to a conclusion of quite quickly was that we just come off making Max Payne when we did Alan Wake 1, so we're kind of very good at making this kind of fast-paced action gameplay. But the story we were telling was a bit more on psychological horror style. So for this one, we really wanted to make sure that those two elements, the story and the gameplay, were kind of really connected. So creating a more cohesive experience. So that kind of led us into the idea of, okay, why don't we make this like a survival horror game? And instantly when we were talking about that, we were like, wait a minute, we should have done this to begin with.
Yeah,
you were scared before, wait until this.
Yeah, exactly. But survival horror, I think, with the type of stories that we like to tell and, the skills that we feel like we're very good at as a studio, like world building and building a sense of place and atmosphere.
There's a lot of cool stuff here.
The horror genre in general, we feel like that's kind of perfect fit for us as a studio. And then on top of that genre as a whole, it kind of allows us to kind of slow the gameplay down. We can focus more on the world. We can focus more on the environments and the environmental storytelling. And then we can use kind of like the atmosphere to kind of build a sense of dread or a sense of threat as you're kind of progressing through the game. So for us, it just felt like a very natural fit.
While they're talking about this,
and then I think that Fight with Light that kind of Sam was talking about before,
light
versus darkness,
because
those kind of core themes just fit inside the horror genre very well. And from a gameplay perspective, we tried to, it's still a sequel to the first game which we made, so we still wanted to keep that, Fight with Light concept in there. It's just that we've slowed the gameplay down a bit more. Enemies are more threatening, they have more presence, there's less of them, you're fighting less of them throughout the course of the game. But yeah, it just felt like a very nice fit.
Like a Dragon Gaiden,
you said there's lots of different elements playing this. You mentioned before the control connection with the universe as well. Is there anything more you can share with that universe connection and how they play together?
Yeah, the way we are approaching games now with Remedy Connected Universe is that it is very, very important for us to create, like each game is a world of its own. Like these are big, big things. So we feel it needs to be approachable to everybody, not just Remedy
that I'm going to devote
fans.
Yeah, not just mega nerds.
Yeah, which is we absolutely love that.
Oh, we love a mega nerd, don't get me wrong.
Because we are the same way ourselves.
There's some stuff there. I can see some stuff
But at the same time, it shouldn't feel like, homework. I need to play the first game, I need to play Control. You don't. And that is part of the reason why Saga is such a perfect new hero character. She doesn't know anything when she comes into this, and she's learning and the player is learning. However, then, like under the surface, it is very layered and very deep, and there are
you know kind of things.
There
is
there is a ton to be discovered, ton of connection points, and taking certain threads further in the universe. So yeah.
So it's not just Alan Wake; it's this other FBI agent as well.
So I've got to be
finding them already. Like,
yeah, they probably are watching it. You know what they're like. I have to be totally honest as well. We've been sat around the back, hanging out during the show, speaking to all the different guests. Aaron Greenberg came by and would not stop talking about how impressed he was with the demo that he saw, and we saw you on his Instagram. So as well as the time you spent with Aaron, I'd love to know what's the reaction been like from opening night live and your Gamescom so far.
Check the sheet if you need
it's been wonderful.
Good, like that. Yeah.
And it's always so important. Like we are not done yet. We are on the final stretch. We are on final stretch, and there is a ton of work, as there always is. So back home, the wonderful, talented Remedy team is working on this, but you know, when you keep working on a project like this for years, you start to be blind to it, and second guessing yourself and being uncertain. So it's really, really important for us to be able to come here, show material, get reactions, and especially when it's very, very positive reactions. It's a big energy boost to everybody working on the game, and very, very important.
I imagine it makes you decide to get the plane back, so you can go finish it and do a bit more. Like, go on then.
We've still got some work to done. But
we do. Yes.
Perfect. Well, that leads me perfectly on to my very final question, and that is: when does everyone at home need to mark their calendars? When does Alan Wake 2 release?
Alan Wake, you look at me. Alan Wake 2 comes out on October 27th. Not long to go.
Not long at all. October continues to be
okay, chat,
very, very busy. Cheers to that. Thank you both, Sam and Kyle, for joining me today. Alan Wake 2 looks horrifically delightful, I think, was the summation of it. But later on in the show, we're going to catch up with the man who erased his name from Like a Dragon Gaiden. Then the crew from Elder Scrolls Online joins us to talk combat and community. Plus, it's time for another giveaway. Enter exclamation mark day one in the Twitch chat right now for your chance to win a month of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate.
For
remember,
Cyberpunk.
that is exclamation mark.
We'll play Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Next up, though, it's a world in crisis.
I'm sorry, but I'm
fans
not going to expedite playing 20 to 30 hours of
Starward Vector
probably
brings
not
fans back to the Starward belt. But this time's it's a little bit less than optimal, let's say that. Check out more from this behind the scenes of this space age adventure.
The only AC games that I have not finished myself
Wake up, sleeper.
Are Unity.
Hi, I'm Gareth Damian Martin, developer
Unity and Syndicate. Those are the only ones I've not finished on my own. But I've seen the full stories and lore for every game.
We've had an incredible first year
are the only ones
on Game
that I did
Pass,
not
and I want to thank everyone who's played, shared, streamed, reviewed the game.
Through my own
Thank you so much. And if you didn't take a journey to Erlen's Eye to...
Okay, hold on.
You went and did this.
I'm gonna take a look at Citizen Sleep real quick. I wanna see what
on the right
side
of.
In history, here we've got Armored Core, which has not been seen anywhere else, purposely built for that chair, which is insane. I'd recommend checking it out if you're at Gamescom, but I kind of want the chair myself. It is very, very cool. Now, also, you have to have the opportunity to win stuff on the booth, which is right here, all ton of just Xbox experience.
Okay, chat, we're gonna
make sure that you hit that follow button so you don't miss that.
No,
and that's the end of the
father.
Xbox booth tour. So don't miss that show tomorrow.
Chat,
I'm gonna go play some more games.
We must rebel.
I'll see you later.
Chat, rebellion. We are in open rebellion
it's
against
time
Gamescom.
to start chatting about the ultimate brawling combat in the intensely immersive world of Yakuza.
Charlie, though.
It's a world in which Kazuma Kiryu was supposed to be rid of with Yakuza 6, but as we're about to see, drama finds even those who hype on it. Joining me to show off Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, please welcome Hideyuki Sakamoto. Sakamoto-san and our interpreter Gavin Green, thanks so much for joining us today. So we're going to jump right into the demo we have here on stage, and our first question I want to ask is for folks trying to pinpoint where we are in the franchise timetable and lore.
I'm
what is
very
it
happy
that we're
right now.
最初からデモに入るんですが、最初この設定についてちょっといろいろ説明していただけますでしょうか。
はい、今回のセブンガイデンというタイトルはですね、龍が如く6の後に桐生一馬がどういったこう
Chat. I wish that I already spoke Japanese because I would have just gone into full translator mode and started translating for y'all.
で舞台から姿を消してこう生きていたかっていったところが語られるような物語になってまして、これが後の龍が如く7、あとは龍が如く8につながるまでのいきさつを作られたようなゲームになっています。
But why is it called the castle?
So, Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name,
Glad
talks
you
about
asked.
The story of Kazuma Kiryu at the end of Yakuza 6. So he kind of disappeared from the scene, right?
Okay.
And this game is going to explore the story of what he was doing behind the scenes from the end of Yakuza 6 to the start of Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
Ah, amazing, wonderful, thank you. So we...
Chat, did I miss a Yakuza game? Yo, chat, you gotta bear with me a second. There's no shot that I missed an entire game, right? Chat, like, there's actually no shot. Wait, no, this is not what I'm thinking of. Chat, never mind. No, we're good.
We also heard that this game is more compact than some of the other games in the series. So what can fans expect from side quests, overall gameplay, and please let me know if karaoke is coming back.
Ignore what I said.
他のゲームと違ってもうちょっとこじんまりということを聞いたんですが、どんなことを期待できますか？結構オープンワールドもありますでしょうし、でしょうか。またミニゲームとかカラオケもありますか？
今回のセブンガイデンは、メインの舞台は蒼天堀っていう、いわゆる大阪の舞台とこちらのデモでもお見せしているキャッスルという、いろんな特殊な舞台といったものが用意されているんですけれども、ストーリー、サブストーリー、プレイスポットといったような数に関しては、従来通りのナンバリングと、同様に楽しめる内容になっていると思います。
So this game contains like all of the things that you're familiar with from the series. It's got story, main story, it's got side stories, it's got mini games. So in a lot of ways, it's very similar to the kind of construction of the main games. And it takes place mostly in Soten Mori, but also is, as you see in this demo, it takes place in the castle as well.
Ooh, how interesting. Okay, so a question I'm going to ask on behalf of Kiryu, as I'm certain he's asking it multiple times, is why can't just be left alone? Hasn't he been through enough?
キリュウを代表にしてこれ聞くんですが、なぜキリュウはもう休ませてもらえませんか？
本当セブンで春日一番を助ける役目で一瞬出てきて、龍が如く8で春日と桐生のダブル主人公といったものを発表してきたんですけども、やっぱ正しく桐生がなぜここに至るまでになったのかっていうところはゲームでやっぱりちゃんと伝えなきゃいけないかなと思って、そこを楽しんでいただけるとより龍が如くのこれまでの物語が深く理解できるようになるかなと。
So Kiryu appeared in Yakuza Like a Dragon in 7, kind of as a he appeared as a side character very briefly and kind of helped out in the story. And in the next game, in Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, he's kind of a co-protagonist with Kasuga Ichiban, right? So we figured we kind of had to say like, what happened? How did he get here? Like, if we didn't do that, we felt like we'd be not really.
Chad, I don't know how I feel about some of that crazy stuff though. Like
his adopted daughter. Now that he's come out of hiding, are we going to see?
I hate when they have these little drops, but it is what it is.
あったりはしてますかね。
そこが今回のセブンガイデンの結構鍵となる設定で、そこはちょっと詳しくはお伝えできないんですけれども、鍵となる設定で。そこはちょっと詳しくはお伝えできないんですけれども、非常に感情を大きく揺さぶられるような物語になっているので、ぜひ期待してください。
So we can't talk in too much detail about this because unfortunately it's very key to the plot of the story. But what we can say is that it's going to be an emotional and interesting tale, and we think you all like it.
Oh, I'm certain we will. I also want to know if there are any familiar faces that we can expect to see. I am mostly just digging to see if we get to see Ichiban come back or my beloved Mishima.
馴染みの顔とか会うことはあるんでしょうか？私の大好きな春日一番やマジマも来るんですかね
？I mean, I guess, right, chat. Like, I don't have to use them,
メインストーリー自体が本当にセブンの裏側とかも飾られているので、やっぱり春日一番とかも、劇中にはやっぱり関与するというか登場しますし、今までのレジェンドのキャラクターもいろいろなんでしょう、サイドコンテンツとしても楽しめる部分もあるので、 まあ、シリーズファンの方はすごく満足できるようなこう内容になってると思います。
So this kind of the plot of this game takes place in the kind of the shadows of Yakuza Like a Dragon. So Kasuga Ichiban is very much related to the story. You kind of see hints of him throughout it.
Like a Dragon Gaiden. Okay.
But outside of that, there's going to be also lots of legendary characters who you're familiar with the series. You're going to see people pop up in side stories and other things. So he thinks that anybody who's a fan of the series is going to be fully satiated by all the stuff that's going to pop up.
Amazing.
Holy
and obviously combat is a phenomenally huge part of the game as well.
Okay,
so how does this game approach combat and what kind of high-tech gadgets can we expect to use?
このシリーズの中にはやっぱり戦闘がメインのアクションになっていると思うんですが、このゲームにおいての戦闘システムを教えていただけますか。またガジェットはどんなものが入っているんでしょうか。
はい、私たちスタジオもまあ直前に RPG っていうタイプのゲームを作って久しぶりのこうアクションゲームということで、まあ今我々ができる一番こう楽しめるアクションをまず作ろうというところから始まりました。
So until our previous game, we made an RPG, right, which is kind of different from an action game. So we're kind of coming back to the whole action system, and we're kind of getting our feet wet. So but we made sure that we made something that we think everybody will really enjoy.
今回このセブンガイデンは、エージェントスタイルと王竜という2つのバトルスタイルをこう使い分けて遊べるような内容になっています。
So in this game, the combat system focuses on two different styles. There is the Yakuza style and the agent style of battle.
Sorry.
エージェントスタイルはですね、桐生一馬がこう大道寺のエージェントという設定をもとに、こう今までにはなかったこうなんでしょうガジェットを使ったこうトリッキーなバトル、スピーディーなこうねトリッキーなバトルがこう簡単に楽しめるっていうところがこう目指してる。
So because Kasuga has sort of become an agent throughout the events of the story, this game is going to really explore that sort of new side of the battle. It's going to be very speedy, very tricky. It's going to be very different from everything you've seen up from the series to this point.
Yeah,
okay then. And is there anything else you can tell us about future Like a Dragon titles?
これからLike a Dragon シリーズの遊我男シリーズの未来についていろいろお話聞けますかね。
まあ今お伝えできるのは本当にすでに発表している龍が如く8自体がですね、まあ来年にこう発売を予定してそれに向けてこう制作中なんですけども、本当に今のところちょっとそこに全力を投入しているので、そこから先はまだちょっとまだノープランというかまだ真剣にちょっと構想はあるんですけど、まだちょっとちゃんとした形にはまだなってないかなっていう状況です。
So right now, as a studio, we're focused entirely on the things that we've already announced, which is Like a Dragon Gaiden, and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. So that comes out next year, and until that point, we have ideas.
Okay. Let me get this straight. Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, comes out November 9th. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth comes out next year, and if you beat Gaiden, this Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name, you get access to a demo of Infinite Wealth.
We want to do next, but we don't have any specific, cool. We don't have no plan, but we haven't, set anything in stone.
I understand why they did
we're
it.
focusing
True
all of our
Yakuza
efforts
fans
on
will do it
what we've
because,
already announced.
Thanks so much, Sakamoto-san, for joining us, and you as well, Gavin. The pre-orders now are available and include the legendary fighting pack, if you want to go grab it yourself. And in case you missed it, Like a Dragon Gaiden is set to launch on November 9th. Now, from one group of legends to another, FanFest was in full force here at Gamescom, and Xbox's own Aaron Greenberg was there for all the action and ultimate fan reactions. Check this one out.
No.
We're at FanFest, and I'm with a fan favorite right here. So please welcome Xbox own Aaron Greenberg. Aaron, pleasure having you here.
Oh, thank you. Good to be here.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Yes,
I'm surrounded by the most passionate fans, the most positive
what's up,
fans.
Master? Wait, that's not Master Chief. That's wait, is that Noble
fans
Team
in the booth tonight.
Wait,
We've
chat. There's too many
closed
Spartans.
everything down just for our fans.
Can we
the
go
most
back,
important
please?
audience. I could not be happier to be surrounded by
Chat,
all this
that was
love.
A lot of Spartans.
That sounds so amazing. But Aaron, what is happening here? So what is FanFest?
This is FanFest. I mean, one of the things that we do, obviously, we make games, we do events, and we know that draws a lot of press coverage and other things, but the games we make are for the fans. So we make sure that we prioritize and do events for fans. And so whether it's our FanFest online or FanFest we did at Showcase, we come here to Gamescom, 300,000 fans from all over Europe are here, and we're hosting our fans here tonight with a special night. But we're, I'm having lunch with fans. The fans are, we're getting beers with fans. Like, the community and people are connecting, and that's really what makes gaming so special, and getting everyone connected all in one place.
There's Lunatone in chat.
You are certainly a fixture of the Xbox community. So what have the reactions of the fans been so far?
They've been great. I mean, I think one of the things we really care about at Xbox is that we believe that gaming is for everyone. And we want all our fans to feel welcome. However they choose to love someone, however they identify. We've got one of the things.
Let's check something out real quick. Let's skip to Armored Core.
It's the fast-paced action moment that we needed in our day here at Gamescom, and we can jump now into the Armored World of Rubicon
is back,
with Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon.
What's up, bro?
From Bandai Namco Europe, please welcome Bertrand Manjon. Hi, Bertrand.
Hello, hi.
How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm excited to be here.
I'm excited you're here as well. I'm so excited to play some Armored Core 6 with you as well. So, right off the bat, can you tell us where we are and what we can do here?
So we are in Armored Core 6, obviously, and we're currently in a mission which is called Infiltrate Grid 086. So that's the first mission of the Chapter 2.
Okay.
So generally when players reach this mission, they should be able to play and know have a better understanding of the game mechanics. So we'll just progress through the mission and see how we tackle the situation.
Sure, let's take a look at them.
So there, currently enemies are just attacking me, so I will reply back.
See if we love the game.
That's the whole point in Armored Core. So you have to be quick. That's intense action all over the place.
And react to what's coming at you straight away.
Old man hands may not be able to keep up, to be honest.
There's some destruction in the environment going on too.
My old man hands may not be able to keep up with Armored Core anymore.
And you're using your missiles there too?
So yeah, that's the basic loadout for my AC, for my Armored Core. I have rockets, machine gun, and then I also have a shield to protect from the enemy's hits.
I'm guessing they're not
and also plasma blade, so for more melee attack when I want to dive into the action
considered a double-bladed
a little bit more.
Just,
I like the plasma blade. That looks like a lot of fun.
Up close and personal.
You're really fast.
You gotta like so that's
that
the
kind of build. I would assume
boost.
You would have to have like
assault boost is something that
just be like
that you can use to reduce the gap between the enemies, to be some kind of more aggressive way to go at the enemy. But it's also used to be some. As an evasive action if you want to.
Chat. So my goal is
to evade some difficult situation.
Play better than this.
Very cool. Now, Bertrand, I'm super excited to talk to you today because I hear you've got quite a lot of experience in some other titles that you and the team were able to bring to Armored Core 6. Can you share with chat at home some of those as well?
Yeah, of course. So yeah, basically this is a From Software game, so we all know the expertise they have shown during the past decade. And Armored Core is a compilation of what they know and what they have explored with all their games. So you can have elements from Dark Souls, you can have elements from Bloodborne and Sekiro. So players will, I think, will be happy to see that these kind of elements are now back in Armored Core, even though the construction of the game is different because it's a mission-based game. So, but yeah. And so I'm just facing a tough enemy right now, so maybe I won't be speaking for 30 seconds.
That's fine, I'll chat to chat as well. It's so nice to see some of you in Twitch chat as well.
I'm
as Bertrand mentioned, some of the Souls games that the team's worked on. I'm a massive From Software fan. Maybe you guys in chat are as well, but I love Dark Souls 1. Playing through Dark Souls 2 at the moment as well, but Elden Ring most recently was so much fun as well. So hello everyone in chat.
So
you did it? Nice.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but every enemy, every boss is in the game has an ACS gauge. So this gauge is something that is really important. It's a key feature in the game because you have to raise and fill this gauge so that the enemy is staggered.
I don't know that he is the person
building to some form of
he's the right
conclusion if I know my game.
They should have had this guy here talking and then someone else there.
Oh.
Yes, there are some platforms that can allow you to reach higher levels, so that's fine, that's cool. Okay, so
okay, I don't think that's where you go. Oh. Okay, chat, we're about to get.
I'm wrecked.
Oh no, Bertrand!
All right, he's dead.
Oh, unlucky. Mission failed.
Yeah.
You died.
But I can quickly show the garage.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
Love
the
to see
assembly
it.
system.
So customization for your armor is going to be a big
this is where
point.
it takes place. So that's one of the main main screen of the where the players will have to explore some new tracks and strategies to tackle the situation. So you have three main categories here. So the first one, the unit will affect
regardless,
attack
it would
power
be
of your
loaded
AC.
before I played
The
tomorrow,
frame part will affect
preload,
the strength of your AC.
I'll probably
the
have
inner
my
part
Xbox set
will
up to
be affecting the mobility and agility of your AC. And there you have the expansion slot. So this is where you will allocate some
take a lot.
some active or passive skills.
Okay.
So I will change some of my weapons there because we'll change
before he goes anywhere. Hold on. Right arm unit, left arm unit, right back, left back. Okay, so it looks like we have 4 unit attachment ports. Then we have the frame. We got the head. Oh shit. So your head, your core, your arms, and your legs are all different. Okay, modules. And then inside you've got your booster FC. Okay.
Some of my weapons there because
chat. You know what it is? Your ability to hover longer / go longer, etc. probably relies exclusively on your generator's ability to output power.
I will probably go for the machine gun on this one.
Sweet.
So there are a bunch of weapons that can be allocated to each of these slots.
Yeah.
And so these weapons and the AC parts will be unlocked and through the story because you will be earning credits that will be allowing you to purchase the parts and the weapons. So I got a machine gun. I won't be using the pulse blade. I think I'll go for the plasma rifle.
Plasma rifle looks good.
Yeah.
I like the look of that. Nice. And we can see like a little hint or a demonstration of what it does.
Exactly.
Before we choose it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I will keep the missile launcher.
He's gonna add another one.
But I will get rid of the shield because I'm not a shield player, even in the Souls game. So yeah.
Me neither. Oh,
so let's go for another.
Let's get
another
more
set
missiles.
of missiles.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so bad with the shield. I much prefer to have magic one hand and then a sword. I always forget about my shield.
Oh, these missiles should do the job.
That looks heavy. That's cool.
Chat, I would, yeah.
So let's go restart from checkpoint and tackle the same situation again.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you have limited ammo. If I remember correctly,
change
Armored
the
Core,
color of
you
the
know,
armor
you go out
as
in
well?
combat,
Yes,
you go out
that's
with a limited
also
amount of ammo,
another
so when you're out,
feature
those
in the
weapons are
garage.
essentially
So
useless.
you can practically change everything from the weapon color, the aspect of it. So if you want to have a rusty AC, it's possible, and it's also possible to change the level of the rustiness that you want to your AC to be.
Sick. Stylize it.
Yeah.
Now, Bertrand, while you're just getting up to that enemy as well, fans might notice if you're watching at home that we have something really cool sitting on this table.
Yeah,
we have the Premium Collector's Edition, which I hear has quite a lot of cool features that I'll read out real quick while you're dispatching these enemies and dodging those bombs from the ceiling again.
Yes.
Nice, there you go.
Looks to be a maintenance bag.
So the Armored Core Collector's Edition includes the game as well as a figurine of the Armored Core, which we can see looks sick right here sitting on the table.
Is that like a
it's got your
boss,
steelbook, pin badges, an exclusive garage as well, a digital soundtrack, hardcover art book, stickers and posters, which all look so sick.
He actually almost got bopped.
How you doing, Bertrand?
I'm doing.
How you feeling? You feeling more confident with that?
Yes, the loadout is much more efficient now.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Very efficient.
Yeah.
Smashed it.
I was gonna say that's literally a 9-day difference.
I was expecting that to take a little bit longer, but
he
that was sick.
that thing.
Well done.
Yeah,
what?
the door, this giant door should open now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They've surrendered. You dispatched all of their gang. Well done.
So as you can see, there's a marker on the left. And that's the possibility to call for supply Sherpa, which will
so when
allow you to regain all your ammunition.
Mini boss or a boss.
So whenever you have this supply Sherpa in the game, that means that right after is something that could be possibly a boss fight.
Points in the mission where you can get resupplied because, like, you know, missile builds don't exactly, right? Like, you're gonna run out of missiles eventually.
All of these environments look so sick.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, that's...
All right, so this is the boss time.
Can you land on the boss?
Okay, so we've got the smart cleaner.
The smart cleaner, yeah.
I mean, I thought the enemy we just fought was a boss, but...
So you can notice that I can focus on two weak points, one on the at the bottom of it and one on the top of it. So this is where I should focus and shoot. Try to raise the stagger gauge, the SES. And try to also keep a distance because with these giant swaps from these arms, you can deal a massive amount of damage.
Nice. Yeah, I always love that in FromSoft games, like especially with bosses. It reminds me of this one, where you have different elements that you can target, and that'll maybe change the way they react to you, or how the fight is as well.
Good to know now.
It's always fun to find those weak points.
We're gonna get to this tomorrow, aren't we?
So I'm evading with the assault boost, just to keep a distance.
Maybe Saturday.
And can you change the boost? Is that something that can we change the mobility of your armor core as well?
So yeah, if you
actually has a lot of help.
Select some more booster with more power, you can boost more quicker.
Nice. Gamer Panda says this looks so cool and so smooth as well.
Well, boss fights are the you know the DNA of From Software. So in this game, it's obviously the case as well. So
yeah, that's sick. Char loving it, Bertrand as well. Elle says, when I play this, it feels like I'm 15 years old again. Awesome playground. That's so sweet.
Chat,
thank you.
If I get that nostalgia, it's going to be hard to put it down for
You're doing well, Bertrand.
You've
got over,
I have to know, chat.
I'm trying to get the stagger on this boss.
Especially with Starfield being like...
You got this.
Here it is.
Nice.
So now I can do anything to lower the AP gauge, which is the elf gauge.
Everything. Wait, you can...
Always overheat. That was great damage.
I remember correctly. Or am I thinking of a different game?
Smashed it.
Ow!
Ooh, he's got the fight into it. Okay.
You're almost dead, buddy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you better repair again.
You're okay.
You are not okay.
I'm trying.
Well done.
No repair kits remaining. You're 5,100
So you
health.
can repair throughout the fight as well, I noticed. That's cool. Oh no!
I'm
There's loads of strength in my
It's like, I can't see!
You're okay, I believe.
Yeah, I'm okay with 61 points remaining.
This boss is crazy, Chad. You cannot
I'm sure you've
get
got
it.
left. Let's go.
Can you... Chad, I saw something near the ceiling. Can you get up there?
I will keep the distance from now on because...
That sounds like a good tactic. Oh no!
Oh,
no!
You wrecked me.
Bertrand!
Yeah, that's armor core.
That's armor core.
That's armor
Mate,
core.
I cannot wait to get stuck in as well.
Okay.
I'm so excited.
The bosses will definitely be
Twitch
difficult.
chat, we've got one more really cool giveaway for you.
Frontier,
we have a chance to win something else that's super epic, as well as this fantastic statue, a custom Xbox Series X Armor Core 6 console and controller. We're giving away a custom console and controller on Twitch right now. If you type !Rubicon in Twitch chat to enter the giveaway. That's exclamation mark Rubicon.
It would have been so good, Chat. I need to do that
lowercase.
for showcases that we watch in the future
so
from now.
much
I need
fun.
to check.
I'm really excited
go
to
through
play it.
once
As
and
a
see if
Souls
they
fan
have any
who's not played the
commands.
Armored Core series,
And then I need to
that
add them
looks
into
like a
chat
bit
so
of
that,
me as well.
in
So
case people
when
forget,
can we play it?
they'll do the command.
Tomorrow is last day. Yeah, so tomorrow you can play. Yeah.
Let's do it. I can't wait. Well, Bertplan, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for the invitation. That was cool.
Okay, we got Bertrand. Dope. Okay. Chat, I just want to see this. I want to see what this shows us. Okay. Okay.
Let's go back to the beginning. There. The world untouched. No thrones ascended. No history yet written. Just people waiting to be led somewhere extraordinary by you.
Okay. Right, chat?
Will you be wise?
It's not really a 4X, is it? This seems a lot more. Yeah, chat is a different style. Chat, this has more of a Age of Empires type feel to its maps, but it's not in terms of placeability of stuff, stuff like that. But in terms of combat and everything, it's more like it's definitely more like 4X.
However you choose to change the world,
it doesn't have that hexagon
history
grid system.
Will never be
the same. It seems to have like almost regions. Alright, History Untold coming 2024. Wish list now. PC, Game Pass, and Steam.
It's the grand strategy game that puts you.
By the way, chat. Any games that you've seen in our last live reacts from Gamescom, if they are on Steam and you like them, even if you do not intend on buying the game, please consider wishlisting it if you like the game or enjoyed it to help support the developers. This gets more visibility to their game on Steam. Every little bit helps. Even if you don't plan on buying it, wishlist it.
The center of history. We've got your first extended look at ARA History Untold, and here to introduce us to the game and play tour guide through the ARA experience here at Gamescom.
Chat, please. We got ARA. Let me see.
What we call the most amazing buildings from throughout history.
Yeah.
And see if I can build up that way.
So sounds so exciting.
Chat. Moving in here, the very
Chatterinos. That's gonna be Gamescom, chat. That's definitely gonna be Gamescom. It's gonna be Gamescom, chat. As you guys can see from the ending soon stream, that's gonna be it. Wishlisting Brotato, bro. I need to, Bobby. I need to as well. Let me lower the music a little bit so it's not too loud. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me over it. If you cannot hear me, definitely let me know, because guys, that's gonna be it. If you're watching on YouTube, the stream's gonna end for you. If you are on Twitch, please stick around. We're gonna be raiding out to a homie that is on right now. I gotta find stream though. I gotta find my freaking stream, chat. I don't even know where my stream is. We're gonna go raid out to the homie Hoser, who's playing Fall Guys right now. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you have enjoyed this live react stream and you are interested in watching any of our Let's Plays, definitely check out our playlist section. All Let's Plays end up in there. All live reacts are going to end up in the same live react playlist in the order in which they were streamed. Appreciate you guys for being here. Definitely drop a like on the video if you're enjoying it and help us get further exposure on the good old YouTubular. See you guys later on YouTube.